Lottery International the four-way test, and it goes like this. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all? And that's something we all should think about. Thank you very much, Pastor Boy, and thanks to my listeners, my sponsors. And I will leave you with this one. I told a friend that me have two watch, Timex and Rolex. My friend say, you have money, Timex and Rolex watch? Me just said to him, no, no watch that. A two mongrel watchdog, one named Timex and one named Rolex. Them not joke for watch. Anytime thief come.
Tune in every Saturday at 11:30 a.m. on Omega Radio for Pray Without Ceasing with your host, Prophetess Sarah Smith.
Join Pastor Everton Johnson from the Church of God Jamaican Assemblies with the Beam of Light radio program. This and every Sunday morning at 9:30 to 10 a.m. on this station.
BMUL Auto Limited, your auto parts store of choice. Your satisfaction is our priority. We sell everything auto except the gas. Visit our stores, 114C Haglapa Road, Kingston, 24 Caledonia Road, Bandiville, 16 Main Street, Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. Contact us at 876-618-2781. The time by BMUL Auto is 1 p.m.
Say a prayer for the world.
Omega Radio and Omega Center Jamaica proudly present the Jamaica Independence Prayer Breakfast, celebrating Jamaica's 63rd birthday. Wednesday, August 6, 2025 at 8 a.m. at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston.
Lord God Almighty, you know what they've been through this morning to get here. You know what they've been through last week. Oh God, you know all about their cries. You know all about their sorrows, and you know all about their joy. So I come before you this morning to beseech you that you may have mercy upon every person under the sound of my voice.
Let us come together in unity to pray for our nation and our nation leaders, strengthen families and communities, heal broken hearts, and restore hope. Believe for the reduction of crime and call on the Spirit of Christ Jesus to sweep across Jamaica, casting out darkness and lifting up the island higher.
Higher, 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 higher. Lift Jesus higher.
This is a free event, open to everyone who loves Jamaica and believes in the future. Partner with us and help bring change. Donate today at NCB 361-400-372, VMBS 731-520-287, Jamaica National 200-267-789, Cash App $WOIB 1019, Zelle 954-773-4444, or online at omegaradio.co. Click on donation. Parts of your proceeds and support will help to put computer at Rock All Age School Library, a vision that is close to Bishop John Wayne Manning's heart as a past student giving back. For more information or sponsorship opportunity, call Bishop Manning at 954-773-8377 or 876-204-9356. Righteousness exalts a nation, Proverbs 14, verse 34. Join us. Pray with us. Let us build a brighter, stronger Jamaica together. This is Bishop John Wayne Manning, and I approve this message.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All righty then, greetings and salutations and welcome to the sports desk for the start of another week.
Yes, indeed. On a Ben Johnson Day, a Thursday.
I said the start of another week, the start of another day.
Yes, Ben Johnson Day is a Thursday, you know.
Yeah.
The day before the Friday weekend begins.
I think probably one of the biggest sporting stories in the last 24 hours is the announcement by the powers that be about the major upgrade to the national stadium.
Oh yes, massive news yesterday. I saw it all, when it came off. I saw it all over the place. It looks beautiful.
Now, you know what the argument's gonna. I'm trying to find the story.
Yeah, the argument's gonna be that they're not gonna celebrate an announcement.
Not the argument is gonna be how interesting the timing. How much of the announcement about a massive upgrade to the national stadium is about what the government intends to do, or how much of it is political timing, can we call it?
With this one, I wouldn't say it's political timing, because she said, she was always saying that yes, eventually we will do it in the third term. Mm-hmm. That we will make a massive upgrade to the stadium, and she outlined the time span that she wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So maybe if it was it's political timing, it was planned well in advance that we're going to announce it in the year that we're going to call the election. So I guess they're good at what they do, because she was hinting at it over the years, and eventually did that. And she said it doesn't sound long either, Orville. 3 years for that sort of upgrade. It sounds good.
And based on what we are told, it's going to be rivaling among the best stadiums in this part of the world.
Yeah.
The way you call it, the capacity up from 29,000 to 37,000.
Mm-hmm.
State of the art. This 90%. What you call it? Roof.
Yes.
This is not going to be the normal stadium.
Yeah, and you're gonna have a museum there as well.
A museum.
There are gonna be better seatings for people with disabilities and all of that. Sounds special.
What you can't escape is people saying, yeah. It's the silly season. It's the season of promises.
She said the work would start early 2026.
2026, they may not be in power.
Well, I'm sure the other party.
Sports Minister Olivia Grange and principal of UK-based entity Ryder Architecture, Jonathan C. Batcher, said the soon-to-be upgraded National Stadium will rival some of the best sporting facilities in the world. This is in The Observer. The first phase of the multi-billion-dollar redevelopment of Independence Park in Kingston has been completed, with construction set for early 2026, with completion expected by 2029. Ryder Architecture and CAA Icon, who will have oversight on the project, have previous experience with stadium projects, including Wembley in London, Arsenal's FC's Emirates, Chelsea's Stamford Bridge, and Italy's San Siro. So they have gone for people who know about stadium building. Mm-hmm. With that in mind, I'm skipping now. I'm going down further. And here's the sports minister. I'm very excited about where we are. The fact that we have completed the first phase, we are impressed with the design, and we are on track with the fact that we have completed the design in time. We can break ground. Construction won't begin until next year, but we are now quite satisfied that we are able to rebuild a facility that will be world-class, that can host major sports events, and that, in keeping with our image as a country that has world beaters in track and field, we can boast that we'll have a facility that is complementary to our achievements. Now, we've been calling for an upgrade to the stadium for a long while.
Yeah, man. It is in poor conditions, especially from all aspects of it.
So you're not buying the timing now?
No, we needed it. We needed it, and people have been hitting out against it. And I think with the stadium, you said she might not be in power, that party might not be.
But the contract would have been signed.
Yes, and with a stadium, I don't think the other party would. This is one thing that they wouldn't say, oh, them did I do it, so we're not going to do it. Because this will give you, it will look good on your part once you ended up following through with it. This is not one of the things they can say, we're not doing it because of the other party. Did have the idea.
How do these things work? So the JLP, it's 16 billion, something like that, I hear is a figure. The contract will be signed and all of that. If there's a change of government and people may not talk about politics, what happens?
They don't, the other party doesn't have to.
Them can decide that we don't need that 16 billion expenditure.
Two, we can afford it. Not good for the taxpayers, and we're going to go a different route.
So even though there's an announcement now, if there's a change of government, there's no guarantee.
There's no guarantees. Not at all.
Me not rule about the time. We're not ruling out the time. Garvey, if you're listening, it's a wonderful thing if it happens, but the timing is, you have to say, what are the other things in the news? Andre Russell has announced his retirement from international cricket, coming on the heels of Pooran retiring from international cricket. Which means that whether Sammy like it or not, I'm going to have to play Russell in them 2 games here in Jamaica.
Yes.
Russell kind of ties Sammy's hands. There's no way that you come out and say, I am announcing my international retirement. I want to retire in front of my own people in Jamaica. And then come Sunday, you not play.
Yeah, man, you will definitely play.
The coach can't hear that. So whether Darren Sammy had intended to play Russell, guys, a 16-man squad, you know. So, you know, you think that Russell should be fairly automatic, but on the basis of this kind of announcement now, he will play at least on Tuesday, if not both Sunday and Tuesday. So we'll see how that works. I think he'll get a proper sending off. Has been a good servant to West Indies especially in the T20 format. And we look out to see how that goes. I told you that I met an Australian youngster, more than 20-something years old, traveling to Jamaica for the first time. Superb cricket brain. I was very impressed. Came to Jamaica for the first time to watch the test match. He was very disappointed. We struck up a friendship. And he says, Orville, I want to see what you do. What? So I tell him, I'm giving you 15 minutes. So sometime around about 2 o'clock, he will drop in. And we can probably prick his brain a little bit about, things Australian cricket. And there's something else I want to play. We're ready for play it?
Yeah, man.
There has been a lot of discussions about how the 4-prong pace attack came about. A few years ago, Michael Holding, who was central to that 4-prong pace attack, was talking to a fellow called Mike Hazeman. It's about 2.5, 3 minutes. Let's listen to...
Well, I cut you down to the important part.
To the important part. Say less than that now.
Yeah.
All right, so it's probably less than 2 minutes. So listen Michael Hazeman talking to Mike Holding about the genesis of that 4-prong pace attack. Let it go there, Astar.
It must have been a great team for the number of members of that team who are now in the Cricket Hall of Fame. Usually you find people going into the Cricket Hall of Fame over an extended period. About 5 or 6 from that team went into the Hall of Fame almost immediately.
I want to know, right, let's get stuck into this. I want to know how did the whole West Indies fast bowling era start? There's a little story about that which suddenly shook things up, shook the world of cricket up.
Well, the 4-prong pace attack,
Yep.
I think is what you're referring to, because
the fearsome foursome.
Yeah, because we have had some great fast bowlers in the past, but 1975-76 we went to Australia.
Yep.
And we were bombarded by good fast bowlers, and not just good fast bowlers, but terrorizing fast bowling. A lot of the guys got hit, that sort of a thing.
By?
Well, you had Lilly, you had Thompson, you had Lenny Pascoe. Max Walker wasn't that quick, but he was one of the 4-prong. And then you had a fellow by the name of Gus Gilmore who played as well. So Australia had 5 men there that could run in and bowl and terrorize the opposition. Well, when we came back from Australia, 76, we played India at home. And we set India a big target in Trinidad of 400-odd runs. That everyone thought, okay, we'll win this test match easily because we have 2 spinners in the lineup. And they say, in Trinidad, you play spinners, the spinners will bowl out the opposition. Well, they didn't quite bowl the opposition out easy. As a matter of fact, I think India lost something like 4 wickets. One of them was by the run-out route.
Oh,
So the combination of what our experience in Australia, plus what happened in Trinidad when we picked the 2 spinners, I think Clive Lloyd decided, hey, this ain't going to work. We're going to pick our best 4 bowlers. If our best 4 bowlers are seamers, if they are spinners, whatever they are, we'll play them. It just happens at that time we had a lot of fast bowlers. So he selected 4 fast bowlers going through the rest of that series. And of course, continues with that, and we know what happened.
Okay, so the 4...
All right, that's it. Now, what is it that we can learn from that? I know what I've learned from that. Clive Lloyd said in 1976, I'm going to pick my 4 best bowlers. If there are 4 fast bowlers, so be it. If there are 4 spinners, so be it. It just so happened that at that time, our best bowlers were fast bowlers. Clive Lloyd wanted to win cricket matches. He started picking fast bowlers, and we were winning games. But Lloyd wasn't just picking fast bowlers for fast bowling's sake.
No, it wasn't an identity thing.
No, he wanted to win.
Yeah.
And he realized that the spinners that we had, Albert Padmore, Inshanali, Rafik Jumadine, are these really my best bowlers? He started with Holding and Roberts and Van Buren Holder, but then came Marshall and Garner not too long after that, and he realized that these are the best I have. So Lloyd never really set out to play a Holding. I said this, you know? He never set out to play 4 fast bowlers no matter what. I want the 4 best bowlers who I think will give me the best chance for out people. If there are 4 spinners, so be it. And that is why by 1983, Roger Harper was outing down everybody. I think Roger Harper about 500 first-class wickets in him.
Yes.
Him said, no, me need a brother as well. Now, the argument that Lloyd just wanted pace. Lloyd wanted to win. And if you were to revive Clive Lloyd and say, our spinners gave us the best chance to win, based on them result, Lloyd would have gone for spinner.
Yes.
At this Michael Loden, I tell you right as well. So that I don't know what you read into that. I know what I read into that. But we're coming back after the break, and then we got to the car.
Clear your barrels and personal shipments with ease and convenience. Request a customs contactless clearance today through CCP at jca.gov.jm. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
1:15.
Say a prayer for the world.
Omega Radio and Omega Center Jamaica proudly present the Jamaica Independence Prayer Breakfast, celebrating Jamaica's 63rd birthday. Wednesday, August 6, 2025 at 8 a.m. at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston.
Lord God Almighty, you know what they've been through this morning to get here. You know what they've been through last week. Oh God, you know all about their cries. You know all about their sorrows, and you know all about their joy. So I come before you this morning to beseech you that you may have mercy upon every person under the sound of my voice.
Let us come together in unity to pray for our nation and our nation leaders, strengthen families and communities, heal broken hearts, and restore hope. Believe for the reduction of crime, and call on the Spirit of Christ Jesus to sweep across Jamaica, casting out darkness and lifting up the island higher.
Higher, 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 higher. Lift Jesus higher.
This is a free event, open to everyone who loves Jamaica and believes in the future. Partner with us and help bring change. Donate today at NCB 361-400-372, VMBS 731-520-287, Jamaica National 200-267-789, Cash App $WOIB 1019, Zelle 954-773-4444, or online at omegaradio.co. Click on donation. Parts of your proceeds and support will help to put computer at Rock All Age School Library, a vision that is close to Bishop John Wayne Manning's heart as a past student giving back. For more information or sponsorship opportunity, call Bishop Manning at 954-773-8377 or 876-204-9356. Righteousness exalts a nation, Proverbs 14, verse 34. Join us. Pray with us. Let us build a brighter, stronger Jamaica together. This is Bishop John Wayne Manning, and I approve this message.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we start, you know the numbers by now, 876-615-2841 or 676-6968. We'll take the first one. Hello.
Hello?
Yep.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You want to come from, man.
Yes.
Yeah, you mentioned something yesterday. So somebody say Alzheimer no good. I will.
Is a listener, man. We were talking about Alzar.
I listen.
Yeah, that is not all that special.
Oh, and same no good. I good me here.
Well,
the man who take
no, man, not take it literal.
2014.
Not take it literal, man.
Oh, okay. Not take it literal.
Take the no good part literal. You must say basically he's not as good as people think. Not because we see him doing well in this series. Yeah.
I don't think him so knowledgeable about the game.
No, man. Azari has had some stinkers, my boss, man. Some really bad series where they must beat up in ball.
2014, Alzari take 63 wickets in the third highest wicket taker in a year, and the most chances was created by him.
Yeah, but him taking wicket at 30 at a
A
piece.
bowler like that, anybody will understand the game. Chance ain't no good.
No, man, don't take it literally in the good part.
Okay.
You must say him not all that special.
Anyway, Zidane,
yes.
at time I did see a release where them said the NBA basketball, a one-hand man, you get a draft. How you go draft and then select it?
I first me hear that.
Educate me. You see where them say a one-hand man get draft.
I first me hear that one.
Yeah.
To the NBA?
Huh?
The first me hear that one, my boss.
Him get draft and him a wait to pick now. Him name Emmanuel something. Emmanuel. Emmanuel.
Me don't know about that, my boss.
Yeah?
No.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where your side?
All right, check it out if something goes
I will.
Check it out.
A one-handed player?
Yeah, one arm him up. He come up through the college system and him get draft.
We never hear it, but we can check.
We can check.
Yeah.
Which side him get drafted for?
No, me not to understand the basketball.
No, man, he went undrafted, man. He wasn't drafted. Let me read what I have here.
Okay, educate.
Let me read. Hansel Emmanuel, a one-handed player, went undrafted in the 2025 NBA draft despite his impressive high school and college career where he averaged 26 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists, and 3 blocks as a senior. And his inspirational story, he did not get selected. Following a draft, he signed a two-way contract with the Utah Jazz. How did he average 26 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists with one hand?
Yeah. Because when I see it now, so as soon as I get a chance, I go check out the guru.
This is amazing, man.
Yeah.
Quite a story, that.
Yeah.
A one-hand man average 26 in college.
Yeah, man, that's impressive.
Hey, what you say?
Yeah, the international cricket team, how will get selected for it? And merit or sentiment?
Well, they would hope it's on merit.
Then when you say Andre, Sammy must pick Andre.
No, man, they don't understand the dynamics, man. Russell has announced that he might end his career at Sabina Park.
Yeah, I understand that, but
you think Sammy can then tell him, say, boy, you're not play? You're mad.
Merit them get kicked by Harvey.
No, but probably he could have made the team and merit either way. But me, I say, if Sammy did plan for use other people, it Russell going to play?
Yeah.
So maybe feel Andre even get a couple games already when he's not get.
Here's my question for you. You think Darren Sammy can look on Russell in a front of one Jamaican crowd? What's like how we not doing nothing with Sammy right now?
Yeah.
I say Russell now at the starting 11, especially Tuesday evening. You're mad, man.
So sentiment you work with that.
No, I'm saying Russell is still good enough to make the team. He's not a Bramble pick.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Must struggle hard.
Well, all me
Everywhere him go, he must struggle.
All me know Sammy have to play him. If him not even play him Sunday, I have to play him Tuesday, boy. You think Sammy are idiot?
So if Sammy not play him, Sammy would be an idiot.
If Sammy not play him, Sammy would be a very brave man.
Okay.
Or either very brave or a man when no business what the public think of him, none of that.
Big up yourself, Harvey. Let's talk connect.
All right, big up my boss.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the Sabina Park crowd come up, Russell family and friends, and him teammates are planning to give him the guard of honor and all of them something. And Sammy said, no, you're not playing. You're mad. That couldn't happen, man. Sammy not that stupid. He wouldn't spoil the party like that. Anyway, Ostar, talk to me. Ostar. All right, we'll go back online. Hello. Oh, wait. All right, so we come back. We go back online. Hello.
Yeah, it's the Orville again, show.
Where you say, country?
There. Orville.
Yeah.
Normally when like I said, the bowlers them are bowl, you see? And them take long for execute whatever them do. Who find them money?
Not the ICC, man.
So they can find the West Indies man for big game don't do quick?
No. No.
All right. So can the West Indies man them dock them pay as well?
No.
You can't dock it?
No. The contract, they have a contract. So many test matches.
Yeah.
So much money.
Okay. Now that's
all of the game them done in 2 hours, you still have to pay them.
Boy, oh boy. Anyhow, I saw where what was it? Mr. Clive Lloyd,
Yeah.
Mr. Richards, and what's the general next one name? The
Lara, man. And Shiv,
Lara
man.
were called into some committee.
And Higgins, yeah.
Okay. Do you have any idea if they have met and what was the outcome of what they?
No, I don't know if they meet yet, but Dr. Shallow has summoned these farmer batting greats and said, talk to me, what we can do.
But okay, so we have to. But I see something where Lara, I don't know if it's true, has posted that because of the IPL and something like that, it has.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Present crop of players.
Yeah, man.
Only want to put on the color in order to appease these.
No, what Lara is saying is that when him used to play cricket,
yeah,
people used to use first class and probably even county cricket to try impress in order to make the West Indies team.
Yeah.
Him said nowadays, it is not the West Indies team that is the final destination for them players. Them only play for West Indies.
In order to move on to the.
So the IPL can see them.
Okay.
So at the IPL, really them want to go for them massive money. Huh? So them put on the maroon colours to try do something in order for the IPL to see them.
To move on.
Yeah.
Okay. I wait to see what okay, putting on your thinking cap, Ariel. What would have been or what could be this calling these gentlemen? What would they be trying to come up with to say, boy, why the players didn't play well or what?
Big man, this is about damage control. The president in from that part of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
He presided over a board that selected a man from that part of the Caribbean. The man get liquid, tree love, and not only that, we last set of results under Sammy not great.
Okay.
We got whitewashed in England, we got whitewashed in the Caribbean in white ball cricket, now we get whitewashed in test cricket. So Sammy has been having a horror run. Now you as the president, you have to look like you do something. And you know that sentimentally we still attached to Viv them and Brian them and Shiv them. So you're trying to appease the public. All right, Shiv and Brian and Viv. And Desi Higgins and them thing. They want to come in and say what I can tell. It's the president trying to take a little heat off Sammy back. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So just draw for the legend them and hope that we are fool enough to say, see that the president had tried. And that is not going to make no difference, boss.
Okay.
But you have to look like you're trying.
Oh, okay.
Like the administration is doing something.
Is doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, we're coming.
Yeah, okay.
Oh. We have just bet.
All right, I will do a thing.
If you want, call back 145.
Yeah.
For a couple of minutes.
Much I was,
Call back after just bet.
All
We're
right,
looking forward to it.
I want to sit down about LeBron and see if him and him two sons them can meet up in the Lakers the next 2 years. You understand?
Yes. Looking forward to that conversation. Call me back at 1:45.
Omega Radio and Omega Center Jamaica proudly present the Jamaica Independence Prayer Breakfast, celebrating Jamaica's 63rd birthday. Wednesday, August 6, 2025 at 8 a.m. at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston.
Lord God Almighty, you know what they've been through this morning to get here. You know what they've been through last week. Oh God, you know all about their cries. You know all about their sorrows, and you know all about their joy. So I come before you this morning to beseech you that you may have mercy upon every person under the sound of my voice.
Let us come together in unity to pray for our nation and our nation leaders, strengthen families and communities, heal broken hearts, and restore hope. Believe for the reduction of crime, and call on the Spirit of Christ Jesus to sweep across Jamaica, casting out darkness and lifting up the island higher.
Higher, 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 higher. Lift Jesus higher.
This is a free event, open to everyone who loves Jamaica and believes in the future. Partner with us and help bring change. Donate today at NCB 361 400 372, VMBS 731 520 287, Jamaica National 20 000 267 789, Cash App $sign WOIB 1019, Zelle 954 773 4444, or online at omegaradio.co. Click on donation. Parts of your proceeds and support will help to put computer at Rock All Age School Library, a vision that is close to Bishop John Wayne Manning's heart as a past student giving back. For more information or sponsorship opportunity, call Bishop Manning at 954-773-8377 or 876-204-9356. Righteousness exalts a nation, Proverbs 14, verse 34. Join us. Pray with us. Let us build a brighter, stronger Jamaica together. This is Bishop John Wayne Manning, and I approve this message.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Super Bowl winner Brian Breman has died at the age of 38, having been diagnosed with an aggressive form of cancer in February. Breman began his career with the Houston Texans in 2011 as an undrafted free agent and spent 3 seasons there before joining the Philadelphia Eagles. During his 4 years in Philadelphia, he was a part of the Eagles team that lifted the Super Bowl when they beat the New England Patriots in 2018. Breman played 97 regular season games and recorded 56 career tackles. After retiring, Breman said winning the Super Bowl and his daughters, Blake 11 and Marlo 8, were the 3 greatest accomplishments in his life. And that's your sports in a minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich Financing.
It's now time for Just Bet Winner's Edge, where we take a look at some of the top sporting events and betting odds on the Just Bet sports betting program and show you how to bet and win big with Just Bet. Sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game. from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just bet, your game, your passion.
Just bet.
Hi, Jesse Blake, how are you? Hello?
Yes, are you hearing me?
Yes, we're hearing you now, man.
Beautiful. I'm doing well, Orville. How are you?
Not too bad. Can't bad.
Beautiful. Well, we're heading into the weekend, and we have some great games that we want to get into
All right.
this afternoon.
Get to it. I'll back you up.
All right. Well, let's start off with the matchup in the quarterfinals of the UEFA Euro Women's Championship. Spain will be taking on Switzerland. It will be tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Jamaica time. We did take a brief cracker at this one last Tuesday. Let's just remind you of the final result bet odds for this one. By the way, these two teams meet in the quarterfinals of the competition here. They've only been to the Euros in 2017 and 2022. Both teams have exited the group stage on both occasions. So both teams are overperforming their previous record at the Euro Women's Championship. And of course, we got to have a winner tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the quarterfinals. Well, Spain is the favored team to win handily at $1.06 according to the Just Bet final result bet option. Switzerland come in at $17 for the upset, and the draw attracts odds of $8 even. Folks, the correct score betting on this one is very lucrative. Can you imagine if Switzerland attracts final result bet odds of $17 even? Then you can imagine that the correct score winnings will be nice and fat on Switzerland. Before we get to that, just a brief reminder, the correct score betting option works pretty simple. If you think you can predict the score of a game, and that's the correct score at the end of regulation and stoppage time, it can pay off very well for you. Do remember, you can place a bet on virtually any scoreline that you think is the correct score for each and every football game. For Spain versus Switzerland, tomorrow, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, UEFA Euro Women's Championship action. Take advantage of the many bets that are available via the correct score betting option. Those include Spain, 3-0, $3,165 in winnings with a $500 bet. If Spain wins 4-0, a $500 bet is $3,500 in winnings. Spain 4-1, $5,500 on offer with a $500 wager. We did tell you that the correct score winnings on Switzerland would be decent. Let's give you an idea of what we're talking about. For example, if Switzerland wins One Love, the Bob Marley, would net you $35,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. If Switzerland wins 2-1, a $500 bet pays $30,500 in winnings. If Switzerland knocks off Spain by 2-0, a $500 bet would pay $40,500 in winnings. Just some of the many correct score bets that you can place on Switzerland. And I'm going to be taking my $1,000 and splitting it in two once again. I'm going with Switzerland 2-1, $30,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. And with the next 500, I'm taking Spain to win 4-1, $5,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Look, no man, the chance of winning some money with Switzerland is way too good to pass up.
Spain will win comfortably, man. 4-0.
4-0. All right, no problem at all. 4-0 for Spain would pay $3,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. And a brief reminder, Spain, via the final result bet option, doesn't pay that great. It only pays at $1.06. If you bet $10,000 on Spain, you'd win $10,600 in winnings. It wouldn't be that great of a return. So if you're going with Spain, definitely take advantage of the correct score betting option. This is where the correct score betting option still gives you an opportunity to win a good, decent return on your betting box.
What did you say 4-0 get me? if Spain beats Switzerland.
4-0 would pay you $3,500 in winnings with a $500 bet.
Yeah, that's a you know a bet worth.
A decent return, man. Yeah, man. Decent return for your betting dollar there.
All right, Argentina women versus Chile women, same tournament.
Well, this one is actually in the, listen to this one.
Yeah.
Copa America. I want to ensure I get the word right in this one. This is the female version of Copa America. So it's Copa America Femenina. Yeah? The Femenina. Yes, Copa America. So then, this is a group stage game in the Copa America Femenina, and it is very interesting on the ladies' side of football. When you think of Copa America on the men's side, Argentina, you think would be one of the more formidable teams in the tournament. Chile, not the same Chile that we've come to know and love in the last 10 to 15 years. Chile has fallen off a bit. However, in Copa America Femenina action, it's the other way around. Argentina not doing that great at all. They entered into the Copa America competition. Poor form. They won just one of their 5 friendly outings heading into the tournament. They did manage to get that narrow 1-0 win over a 10-woman Uruguay. It was the Madrid midfielder scoring that sole goal of the game 15 minutes from the end of regulation and stoppage time. Chile women are dominating right now. They won 3 straight friendly clashes heading into the tournament opener on the weekend. They handily dealt with Peru by 3-0. Easy canter. All of these goals, though, were scored in the second half. Seems as if they were sleeping a bit in the first half, but then they woke up and really put their best game on show. However, according to the Just Bet final result bet option for this Copa America Femenina game that will kick off at 7 p.m. Tomorrow, Jamaica time, Argentina is actually favored to win the game at $2 even. Chile, $3.40 for the upset, and the draw attracts odds of $3 even. Take advantage of the correct score bets that are available for this one, folks. Always an opportunity for you to make a big return on your betting dollar in the sports betting market. Now, for Argentina women versus Chile women tomorrow, correct score bets that you can exploit include, if it is, Argentina 2-0, $4,000 in winnings with a $500 bet. Chile 1-0, $4,000 as well with a $500 wager. Argentina 3-1, $7,500 on offer with a $500 bet. What do you know? Chile 2-0, $7,500 as well with a $500 bet. Argentina 3-0, $8,000 on offer with a $500 bet. Chile 3-1, $15,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Just some of the many correct score bets that you can place for this game. For me, Chile 3-1, $15,500 in winnings with a $500 bet, taking Chile to win $3.40 straight up.
This is a difficult one to call, but because I can't call it Argentina the better team in terms of the odds, but in terms of form, based on all you have said, not coming into this game with the best form. So I'm going for a coward 1-all draw.
Yeah, I like that one. I want to try this game. Hold on, let me type in that quick.
Type in a coward 1-all draw.
A coward 1 draw.
Yeah.
$2,875 in winnings with a smiling emoji with a $500 bet.
All right, so it's all women's football this afternoon. We said France versus Germany. Which competition is this now? Still
back to Euro women's action. Yes, another quarterfinal on tap. This game will kick off at 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon, Jamaica time.
Yeah.
Final quarterfinal of Euro Women's 2025. France got here as Group D winners. Germany got in as Group C runners-up. This one should be quite interesting. And here it is that according to the final result bet option, France, the winners from their group, Group D, versus Germany, the runners-up from Group C, according to the final result bet option, France is favored to win this game at $2 even. Germany, $3.25. For the upset, the draw, $3.20. Before we head into the correct score betting for this one, yes, let's present some pro tips for you for this game for the folks who like to throw down big money on their football game. Say you have $10,000 lying around somewhere. France winning the first half. France winning the match as well, scoring 2 or more goals. Both teams are scoring. Your $10,000, and by the way, we call this a bet builder. At $10,000, you would win $56,600 in winnings. Here's another pro tip for you using the bet builder betting option.
Hold on, Jesse. Let's take the break and then we'll allow you to wrap up. Hold on. That was the Just Bet Winner's Edge, sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. For more information. Oh, Jesse, sorry about that, man. You can continue to the break.
No, that's fine. All right, so we've told you the first pro tip. Let's go to the second one quickly. If the first half ends in a draw in the Euro Women's Championship quarterfinal between France and Germany, so the first half ends in a draw, Germany upsets France in the second half and wins the match and scores 2 or more goals, your $10,000 would be built up to $100,000 in winnings. Take advantage of the bet builder option that we have available at Just Bet. Correct score betting time for this game and correct score bet that you can exploit include if it is France 2-0, $5,000 in winnings with a $500 bet. France 1-0, Germany 1-0, $5,500 in winnings with a $500 wager. France 3-1, $7,000 on offer with a $500 wager. Germany 2-0, $9,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. France 3-2, $10,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Germany 3-1, $15,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Le Bleu for me, France 3-1, $7,000 on offer with a $500 bet, taking France to win, $2 even, straight up.
Going with France as well, but a little bit more conservative than that. I'm going with France to win by 2-1.
All right, France by 2-1 would pay $4,500 in winnings with a $500 bet.
All right, now you can take us to the break, Sergis.
Thank you very much for that. And of course, for all of your favorite games and more, make it justbetja.com, supremegames.com, the Supreme Ventures gaming app, or pop in to one of our over 100 Just Bet locations island-wide, especially our retail centers, where you'll get the Just Bet arena experience like no other. Of course, all this to you, your team, and the listeners from all of us at Just Bet. Stay safe, enjoy the games, have a great weekend, and catch you guys next week.
My boss. Big up. And that was Jesse Blake. We take a break. We will be back. That was the Just Bet Winner's Edge, sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. For more information, visit justbetja.com.
The Walkers with Farmers Group, in association with the Walkers with CDC, presents Jerk Festival 2025. This will be at the Walkers with Community Center, July 27th, 2025. Come out with your family. Kiddies will be having their corners to jump, bounce, and ride all day. Come for the fun and stay for the food. Jerk of all sorts will be there, enlightening your taste buds. Entertainment by PJ Metro and the Livingston, and music sound system A1. Backing by DJ Chain Link. You be there. We are sponsored by Walkers with Caribbean Foods, CB Chicken, Tasty Patties, M&R Fresh Foods, Maple Ice, Total Ultra-Rios, Fesco, Golden Grove, Island Dairy, Theft, and Caribbean Chemicals. Gates open at 11 a.m. See you there Sunday, July 27th, Walkerswood Community Center.
Omega Radio and Omega Center Jamaica proudly present the Jamaica Independence Prayer Breakfast, celebrating Jamaica's 63rd birthday. Wednesday, August 6, 2025 at 8 a.m. at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston.
Lord God Almighty, you know what they've been through this morning to get here. You know what they've been through last week. Oh God, you know all about their cries. You know all about their sorrows, and you know all about their joy. So I come before you this morning to beseech you that you may have mercy upon every person under the sound of my voice.
Let us come together in unity to pray for our nation and our nation leaders, strengthen families and communities, heal broken hearts, and restore hope. Believe for the reduction of crime, and call on the Spirit of Christ Jesus to sweep across Jamaica, casting out darkness and lifting up the island higher.
Higher, 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 higher. Lift Jesus higher.
This is a free event, open to everyone who loves Jamaica and believes in the future. Partner with us and help bring change. Donate today at NCB 361-400-372, VMBS 731-520-287, Jamaica National 200-267-789, Cash App $WOIB 1019, Zelle 954-773-4444, or online at omegaradio.co. Click on donation. Parts of your proceeds and support will help to put computer at Rock All Age School Library, a vision that is close to Bishop John Wayne Manning's heart as a past student giving back. For more information or sponsorship opportunity, call Bishop Manning at 954-773-8377 or 876-204-9356. Righteousness exalts a nation, Proverbs 14, verse 34. Join us. Pray with us. Let us build a brighter, stronger Jamaica together. This is Bishop John Wayne Manning, and I approve this message.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back. Yeah, we're back. How we stay now? We go back online.
Hello.
Yes,
countryman.
Yeah, man.
I'll finish up with you.
Yes.
So you said that is only a goodwill gesture, right?
Which one?
The one with them calling the
Yeah, man. Is just trying to soothe tempers in the Caribbean. That's all it is.
All right, okay. Moving further outfield. This weekend, I think we're going to try to qualify for the 4x1 in England.
Yeah.
One of the Grand Prix. Hopefully them can, no miss up and we're able to do it one go. You understand?
Yeah.
But still on the track and field, the recent Grand Slam events.
Yeah.
It is not looking good for Michael Johnson and his team.
Can you hear some of the people them still don't get their money all now?
Well, apparently what is being said is that only the appearance fee for Kingston leg here has been paid. But in terms of the prize money, nothing has been forthcoming.
I think they have made a commitment to pay them over a period of time,
Which is so true. But at the same time, nothing has been forthcoming as to what the agents and as you see, Gabby Thomas the other day tweak a thing to say, boy, see if they can come through with them for their money.
Look good, my boss.
And then the meet that they held in Miami, where they rented the facility there, it seems that they're up there. They have to pay them, I think, $80,000 coming, and in a couple of days as well.
Yeah.
For the rental of the facility there. So with all in all, and they're saying that I think it's 13 million is owed in prize money, and nothing is, you don't know, because they were supposed to have, they had the next one in Philadelphia, but the one they should have had in California there, it was not held.
Yeah, man, them
So
did cancel one.
It is not looking good, because initially, Mr. Johnson came out and said he had $30 million in commitment, but it don't look like whoever made the commitment has come forward with the funds.
None at all. We did hear some money is no problem.
We don't know what has been done with it.
Michael Johnson look like him bite off more than he can chew.
And then Lies was one of them that held out and said, boy, I never feel the event so far. So this is only goes to show that, he had a point when he said that he wasn't feeling it.
It was a very ambitious project when it worked out.
When you're looking forward for the money there, and hopefully, and things can turn when you're in, the year that boy they got the payment or whatever.
Yeah, man.
But it's Zidane.
Yes, sir.
I seen where Mr. Bridge James is going to sign for a further 2 years.
I haven't seen that.
Hopefully that his son that is going.
Hold on, where did you see that?
I'm seeing in the future. He's going to sign that next 2-year deal for 25 and 26.
Oh.
So that his son can come when him coming from, because his son is going to enter the university. What is that? Arizona or something like that.
Yeah.
So him can find and work a deal where all three of them will be able to play at the Lakers in 2026.
You're saying his son will enter college this semester?
Yeah, he's going to university.
Well, it means Lebanon, all he would need is 1 more year.
That's what I'm saying. So he's going to sign 25 and 26.
Yeah, 2025, 26.
Yeah, so at least and he has an option of trying to get him to go 1 year at the university and then be the first to have 2 sons, father playing with 2 sons. What is about that?
Sounds far-fetched.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, big up.
Yeah, man. So, I told you that I met an Australian called James Madsen Smith during that debacle. He's kindly agreed to just drop in the studio for a few. How are you, the boss?
Yeah, I'm well, thanks. Wagwan, everybody.
You learned Wagwan already?
Yeah. I've picked up a few little bits and pieces while I've been here.
Why did you want to come to Jamaica?
Since I was a kid, really, I've wanted to come to the Caribbean to watch cricket. I've been fascinated and a big lover of cricket since I was a young kid, and I guess cricket for me, and I think for a lot of people in Australia and probably around the world, is something that I really associate with family. My parents and grandparents growing up, and the older people in my life who I used to watch cricket with used to talk about these West Indies teams in this way that just always interested me.
We're talking about the 80s and 70s.
We're talking about, the dominant teams of the 70s and 80s, but, even a bit further back than that with Gary Sobers and Frank Worrell.
Yeah.
And players like that too. I think, and I think people would talk about the great ones like Viv and the great fast bowlers, and you see people with this look in their eye, that goes beyond sport to something that's almost spiritual. So you grew up hearing
the Australians talking about the Great West Indies.
Absolutely, yeah. The Australians, particularly, like I said, my parents and grandparents' generation, there was a huge fascination and appreciation for those great West Indies teams.
So you decided to make the trip to the Caribbean?
Absolutely, yeah.
On your own?
On my own, yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
A 25-year-old Australian decides, I'll make the trip to the West Indies. Yeah. You watch all 3 test matches?
No, just the one in Jamaica.
Why did you choose Jamaica?
Well, prior to this, I was visiting a friend in Europe who was teaching English.
Yeah.
And after this, I'm going to do some teaching of my own in Mexico. Mm-hmm. And so basically, timing-wise, it was a choice between the test at Grenada or here. And I think beyond the cricket, I was interested by Jamaica, by the culture, the history. I think, Jamaica's fascinating to me because I think I read something before I came that, Jamaica's the world's smallest cultural superpower.
The world's smallest cultural superpower.
Like everybody, I think, knows something about the culture here, whether it's the music or the history or the cricket in my case. Yeah. There's just a lot.
So when you came, how long before the test match did you?
I only arrived a couple of days before the test match. So I arrived, had a full day here, and then I went to the first day. Yeah.
And about the test match itself now, how disappointed were you?
I was disappointed on the level of, I obviously would have liked to have seen a different result. However, I have to say, like, as I've said, it's something that's been a dream of mine for a long time. I still had an incredible time. I thought there was some wonderful bowling on the West Indies side, particularly that ball to dismiss Cameron Green in the first innings from Seals. I thought was really exceptional. That was the moment of the game for me, because it really busted open when he and Smith were
we're coming to the cards in a while, but as an Australian, clearly you don't want Australia to win. But with that last evening when we got bowled out for 27, what was going through your mind?
Look, it's obviously a big deal. That's a historically low score. However, these things happen in cricket. Like, I've seen Australia get bowled out for 47. I've seen Australia get bowled out for 60. There's not a huge difference there. The Australian bowlers have, been capable of dominant performances against opposition all over the world. Obviously, some batsmen need to be found that can give the really terrific bowlers something to bowl at. But I thought there were moments in the field, particularly, that showed a heap of promise in this Test match.
All right, we're going to have him for a few more minutes. He's James Madsen Smith, a youngster from Australia, who has travelled all the way to the West Indies to watch cricket. We'll have him for a few. We'll come back to the calls right after break.
The Walkers with Farmers Group, in association with the Walkers with CDC, presents Jerk Festival 2025. This will be at the Walkers with Community Center, July 27th, 2025. Come out with your family. Kiddies will be having their corners to jump, bounce, and ride all day. Come for the fun and stay for the food. Jerk of all sorts will be there, enlightening your taste buds. Entertainment by Peter Metro and the Livingston, and music sound system A1. Backing by DJ Chain Link. You be there. We are sponsored by Walkers with Caribbean Foods, CB Chicken, Tasty Patties, M&R Fresh Foods, Maple Ice, Total Ultra-Rios, Fesco, Golden Grove, Island Dairy, Theft, and Caribbean Chemicals. Gates open at 11 a.m. See you there Sunday, July 27th, Walkerswood Community Center.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple Orchard, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, then, welcome back. Now it's time for the music. It's a music selection at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon. Well, on a Thursday afternoon. And the selection today is one from Vashon Mitchell. It's called Nobody Greater. All right, nobody greater is our first selection here on this show. All right, we go back online. Hello.
All right. No, not quite.
Not quite.
All right. 615-2841. That's 615-2841 or 676-6968.
We have the Australia. What do you do for a living?
Well, I finished uni about 18 months ago, so I studied literature and Spanish there.
Yeah.
Before I left Australia, I was working as a gardener and a bartender to save some money, but so just kind of side jobs to put some savings together. Yeah.
How you like in Jamaica? Being here for the very first time.
I love it. Yeah, I've loved it. I actually wish I was staying a bit longer. I have to fly out tomorrow afternoon.
So you won't be here for the T20?
I won't be here for the T20, which I'm gutted about, actually. I've heard that it's going to be great energy, great atmosphere, that it'll draw a big crowd. So, yeah, I'm disappointed. If I had my time again, I would have stayed for it. But I intend to be back.
What do you like
watch
about
cricket?
Jamaica?
I've just met the best people here. I think it's obviously, the island's beautiful. There's the kind of the tropical Caribbean atmosphere that a lot of people would associate with Jamaica. But I have to say, the best thing about my trip overall has been the people that I've met. The stories that I've heard. People have been very gracious and welcoming. Yeah,
including some great sports journalists, I hope.
Yeah, absolutely. No.
All right. So, Augustino Astar, we go back online. Hello.
Oh, go on.
Garvey.
This is Garvey.
Mm-hmm. Oh, who is the Australian gentleman?
James Madsen Smith. He's just out of university. A big cricket fan, and just wanted to experience Jamaica for the first time.
Is he a cricket historian?
Why you could call it that? As far as Australian cricket is concerned, definitely.
Okay.
So if there's any
tell him
any questions re Australian cricket, he's more than equipped to answer.
Oh, okay. We're not gonna give him a real Linwald chin music to this thing. We'll leave him alone. He knows who Mr. Linwald is, right?
Ray Linwald.
Yeah, Linwald, the great pace bowler.
Australia, do you know who's Ray Linwald, Mr. Higgins?
Linwald and Miller. Should I say anything else? All
right, sir.
Good, sir.
Anyway, because we talk about the minister today.
Yeah.
So we're not going to talk about the Australian.
Yes.
But me notice, Zidane.
Yes.
Why are you so excited about this promise?
As a sports person, I would love for the stadium to be redeveloped. I don't think the facility...
Have you heard a promise like this before?
No.
You're lying. You're lying. Because I came on the radar many times and told you guys that it's Orville.
Mm-hmm.
You can go in at the Gleaner, all these articles are online, In 2020, this same minister promised over $4 million in upgrade to the national stadium.
Okay.
Did it happen, Mr. Matthews?
No, man. But that's different from the...
Why is it? She made a promise and never came to it. Why do you think it's going to be different now?
Because this was in the plans from the get-go.
So, hold on. Hold on, Gav. In 2020.
Hold on, Gav. We don't need to be questioning whether she's going to do it or not. We don't know. So if she don't, then we...
No, but what we do know is that she promised already and nothing happened.
Yeah, but should have done promised other things.
She said no, but Garvey. 2022 we would have seen...
No, but Garvey, you're saying everything she has promised, she has never come through with it?
Hold on, we are stick to this particular issue.
No, man, this is not an issue, my boss.
We are sticking with... We're talking about...
No.
Why you muddy the water.
No, I'm not. I'm saying she promised to get us a new track in time for the national championship.
We did not get a new track.
The relaying of the track. She promised that.
The track was not relayed.
Whatever.
Coming on the radar, come lie and spread fast.
She promised lights. She promised lights at Sabina Park. We got it, and we had a night game.
Okay, you want to talk about that? Let's talk about Sabina.
There are other stuff.
Hold on.
I'm saying to you, your argument
don't make up nice and convoluted.
No, I'm not making up any nice.
Please don't allow him to do that. Orville, take control of the reason. Please, may I beg you. Zidane Matthews, was the minister responsible for the upgrades at Sabina Park?
Yes.
How?
She made a contact with the Indians.
And the JCA said that...
Well, let the man give you the information.
But you heard when the JCA president said
what
that...
What did the JCA man say, Mr.
Then me I tell you, if you don't interrupt me, said that the government contributed, what was it, 75 million?
Mm-hmm. And what else him say?
No, but if you contribute 75 million...
Hold on, boss. So she was partially... So hold on. The man said the Indian government donated a scoreboard costing how much, Mr. Higgins?
What was it?
1 million US, right?
Yeah, but who you think contacted
Hold on, man.
Hold on,
Relax, no, man. Hold on, Zidane, man.
No, but I'm saying
Take a
too,
reason,
it would
man.
be the sports
Take a
ministry.
reason, brother.
But it would be the sports. It would be the
How
sports
much is-
ministry
how much
who
is a
contacted the
million US
Indians.
in Jamaican dollars, Zidane? Well, relax, no, man. Orville, stop make the man turn the thing in the market, no, man.
And what? 150 million Jamaica.
Good. So the Indian government donated twice as much as she did.
How was the Indian board
Next
contacted?
thing, hold on.
He
Next
doesn't
thing.
want to address that, you know.
No, man.
Hold on, no. Mr. Bennett also said, he said funding came from three places: the Indian government, the government, and private sources. Where he can never give no name for the private sources. How are we not to know that these private sources never do as much as the government? So why are you giving all the credit to the minister?
Who is doing that? Who
Zidane Matthews.
Who contacted the Indian government?
I don't know. Do you know?
You believe that
This is
India?
not the first. Hold on, Orville.
The government has to be a part. You can't ship things in that country without the government.
The Indian government apparently just called Jamaica and said, "No one has no board down there."
The man is a disgrace.
All right, Orville, cool. So you're saying it's the minister do it, right?
No. I'm saying clearly that contact to the Indian government was by Jamaicans.
And it was not by the West Indies Cricket Board. It was not by the Jamaican Cricket Board. It wasn't by nobody like
The
that,
sports
right?
ministry.
My understanding is that it was driven by Jamaica.
All right.
Me not
Is
think
it
that
the
India
first
did just
time
call
that the
and say,
Indian
"Yo,
government have contributed lights to Sabina Park?
The Indian government will not contribute lights to Sabina Park without the
No, hold on,
without
let me ask you
people."
a question. Is it the first time that India has contributed lights to Sabina Park?
And my answer to that is Indian government will not.
Did you know, Mr. Higgins?
You asked me
that
to
the
take
first
control
time
of the
that lights
program
were
and you
put in
now work with
Sabina
take
Park?
control.
Hold on.
Yeah, him, go on with it, Miaz.
Why?
Can you not make me take
Zidane,
control?
Who put lights? Because, first of all, let me tell you why I know I make up nice.
No, we're not making
Uno
it nice.
very misinformed. Uno don't read. Uno don't gather information, and everything uno just say it off of the seat on the pants. No, let's educate the people. In 2014, the Indian government was the ones who initially helped to put lights in Sabina Park. So this is nothing new from the Indians.
Who contacted them then? Not the
I
government.
don't know.
But isn't
All
that
I know
important,
is the
Baba?
Indians deserve the credit. You think, say, hold on, Zidane. You think, say, because, all right, let me talk it clear. The PNP was in government in 2014. You think, say, me to give the PNP more credit than the Indian government who donated the lights?
No, but they made the
you an idiot?
contact. But they made the contact, my boss.
I don't care.
Can I
they
say
could
something?
have contacted 20 million people and they would have refused.
Garvey, me have a little primary school, me used to go in Petersville all age. Let's say them want a lab.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, come to you.
Allow him to finish now.
Jesus Christ.
Speak on the cricket.
Allow him
you
to
can't
finish
ask me a question pertaining
If
to the
me
subject
come to
matter of the
Garvey and
table.
say, Garvey, me want to start a lab down at Petersville all age, and you donate the money for the lab and lab bill.
Yeah, you have to get more credit than me.
How much credit would you give me?
Then hold on. Stay right there, so Mr. Higgins. Do you realize that when people donate things to institutions, it is named after the person that donated the thing? It is never named after the person who asked for the thing.
Do I get any credit to ask Garvey to help me?
Not really. That's your job. Listen, principals and people who are in charge. Hold on, Orville.
No, man, you're not
They
serious.
solicit help all the time, both from the government and so if you're a principal, you're going to solicit help both from the government and from private individuals.
You're not prepared to be
par
fair,
for the
Garvey, so
course
we can't
as a
have a
principal.
discussion.
Yeah, me know because you're not ready. Mr. Higgins, me tell you,
We can't have a discussion.
levels to this. You
Yeah,
can't, oh, yes, hold on, you see the barometric pressure where I reside and the clouds there under my foot intellectually.
Big
You
up
can't
yourself,
come up
Garvey.
yourself, man.
Big up.
You cannot come up yourself. Big up yourself.
Yeah, all right, go. We'll set the break. We're coming back.
So refreshing. What's so refreshing, Sonia? The water is refreshing. Try it now. Where you get that from? Not clean manufacturing water. So refreshing. Me like it. Clean water. Located at 20 Syndham Commercial, Old Harbour, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Telephone number 876-335-0448 or 876-648-7192 or email cleanconcept@gmail.com.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the street. your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Hey, Garvey's classic, you know. When things go wrong, the sports minister and the reigning government gets all the blame. When things go right, as with lights at Savannah Park and the general facelift that Savannah Park got.
No credit.
No credit. It's other people who donated must give credit. Now, the government, Dr. Bennett told us that he got 75 million from the government. Garvey said, but the Indian government donated more. The fact that them donate more don't mean that the Jamaican government or the JCA doesn't deserve credit themselves. So them give 150 million, Garvey, with the scoreboard, and the Jamaican government gives 75 million. You have to give the two of them credit if so. You cannot not give them credit, my boss. That can't work. I want to address something. There's a what you call him something, a meme going around, supposedly quoting Brian Lara. And the quote is, let's face it, the IPL didn't just change cricket. It ruined the hunger to play for West Indies. Players wear the maroon just to get noticed by franchises. And that quote is attributed to Brian Lara. Well, I was watching the podcast with 3 England ex-players, Phil Tufnell, Michael Vaughan, and Alistair Cook. And Lara didn't quite say that. What he said is that in his time, players used to play first-class cricket and county cricket in order to get to play for the West Indies. In other words, West Indies was the destination that they aspired to. He says nowadays, though, people want to play for West Indies only so that they can get noticed by the IPL because of the money involved, which is not quite what they're saying with that quote here. All right? And like I said, we have the young Australian, James, in the house. 615-2841. I want to ask you one thing before we get to the next call. What makes Australian cricket so good in your time?
I think it's a combination of things. There's a lot of resources in Australian cricket. There's a lot of investment in coaching and infrastructure from a very young age. Yeah. We also we have the advantage. This is changing a little bit, but in all the states of Australia, cricket is one of 2 sports generally that are the first preference for young kids. That's changing a little bit now as football or soccer for us is becoming more popular. Yeah. But generally speaking, you play football and cricket as a kid, and then if you show talent in one of those, you're identified early, and then there's pathways from a young age that bring you up. And I think we're fortunate in the sense that Cricket Australia contracts are very lucrative for players. Right. So we have the capacity to keep players in cricket as a good paying job because we're fortunate enough to have those resources coming through the cricket program through broadcast rights and all that kind of stuff.
All right, great. How is Tino, Astar? We go back online. Hello.
Yeah, greetings.
Yeah,
Good
man.
afternoon, preacher.
Yeah, man. Bless up on yourself. Welcome to the program. I'm not remembering the name of your guest, Orville.
Tell him your name.
I'm James.
James.
Welcome to the program, James. And I hope that your Jamaican experience is not going to be as short-lived as the West Indies batting performance that you witnessed in the Test match in the second innings. I really hope that you will come back and that you will always have a great experience anytime you come.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. No, it's been a lot more successful than the West Indies second innings, no doubt.
Good to hear. I mean, you're on the radio. You're on the one of the biggest radio sports talk radio shows in Jamaica. So it's definitely a success for you.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Orville.
Yeah, man.
I blame you and Zidane for sometimes facilitating toxicity on the radio. When I call, I can call you names like traitor, liar, bad mind. When I waste man, and it goes, you just laugh it off as if it's nothing. And the caller can continue to call and continue to spew that kind of toxicity on the national airways, the hosts have to take some responsibility. There's no line, when it comes down to a particular caller on the show. Yeah. Caller is allowed to say anything that comes to their mouth, behave as if it is normalized to express themselves in a particular way, and come the next day as if nothing. Them things they need to stop.
Agree.
The program is a sports talk program. The levels of the program needs to be raised to the point where some people's oxygen level are going to run out because they can't come to that intellectual level of reasoning there. This virgin is allowed to get away with anything and call it high levels of stratospheric reasoning.
Something like
some of the most low level reasoning. Yesterday, for example, mention was made of a top 10 QB listing. Mm-hmm. And officials who made the list or came up with the list were accused of being racist. Am I right?
Yes.
Because one player, Justin Herbert, was named ahead of some other players who were black. Did you guys know that on that top 10 list, you had about 5 African-American players in the top 6 or top 7? Mm-hmm. So if these people were racist, how is it that they named 5 to 6 African-Americans in their top 10? And they're racist.
Sounds a little odd.
Yes.
It is ignorant. You may not agree with the list, and I don't agree with the list. I don't agree with the placing of people. But the term racist suggests that there is an intentional leaving out or...
Because in every list that you see in my boss, there going to always be one person there that you wonder, why is he ahead of that person? This list is crazy.
And all these things are subjective.
Yeah.
Subjective.
Look, G-Star tell us that he has Tim Duncan ahead of LeBron James. That is crazy. But G-Star is not racist or he has an issue with LeBron James. G-Star does off with that sort of analysis and breakdown.
Yeah. These are subjective things. These are things that people come up with based on different metrics. The great Diego, New York would say, what were the parameters?
Yes.
That were used
there you go.
to come up with the list. You must first know the parameters before you make an ignorant statement on radio that the people are racist. Now today, something good for the country, whether you are PNP, JLP, or no P, who would not want to see the National Stadium redeveloped?
Yes.
Who would not want to see a world-class or as close to world-class facility?
I want to stop you in your tracks a little bit, though, please. You don't know any more than me how toxic Garvey can be. Me know that. I know not only toxic, I know how disrespectful Garvey can be. When the trait that thing was leveled at me, I'm a bad man, I get it. But on this one, that we shouldn't applaud the announcement. It's the silly season. Promises are being made before.
Orville,
in our way, I never knock him too hard.
Orville,
Yeah.
You are missing the point.
What's the point?
To suggest that something that is this good was promised and not done, and so we should disregard celebrated an architectural design that is being presented, which clearly means that we have taken further steps from conceptualizing it in our minds to now putting the plan on paper, is merely political talk.
You don't think that we should be skeptic about promises at a time
No,
like this?
you know why I can't be skeptic? Because last year, 2024-2025, in her budget presentation, the minister pointed out that there were plans afoot and a partnership had been signed with a UK firm to design the redeveloped National Stadium, and ground will be broken for this in 2026. This was said in 2024-2025.
Yeah, but preacher, Garvey
hold on. Was an election due last year?
No. But Garvey will say, and
I don't care what Garvey will say. What is your problem?
Orville will say.
Your problem is you're taking the sentiment of somebody who has been diabolically political.
All right, fine.
On the air, and you're giving credence to the
forget
statement.
Garvey. All right, forget Garvey.
Good.
Orville will say.
Good.
that I generally don't applaud promises and announcements. Yes, there would have been promises that would have been fulfilled before. But we would have heard about promises made by government.
Promises are made by politicians in the world over.
That
is what politicians strive on, making promises.
And I'm saying,
the public, the audience, what we, the Jamaican people, want to see is development. And if you are going to show me a sketch, an architectural design of a newly modeled stadium, if you're going to show me that, then I have a responsibility.
The person from England was here as well, preacher.
Yes.
Preacher, I can show you a housing scheme with
It does
7,000
not
houses
matter.
and the projects and the plans.
The responsibility of the public then is to hold their elected representatives accountable going forward.
I am not as what's the word I'm looking for?
I am not as optimistic. Speak for yourself. Stop telling us that Garvey will say.
No. That's why Mr. We don't talk about Garvey. You and I know Garvey's tendency to be political in his speeches, But me, I say, who is not a politician, I am a little bit more cautious in accepting political promises.
And you are entitled to your caution.
Especially in the lead up to a general election. I'm saying,
you're entitled to your caution.
If the promises come true, fine.
But I'm a little bit build the stadium, skeptical. Or a private facility build the stadium.
The word I'm looking for.
As a Jamaican, I want to see the stadium redeveloped. I don't care
but I'm skeptic. That's all I'm saying.
do it or JLP do it or no P do it. The Indian government works with the Jamaican government to put in some lights at the Sabina Park. And no credit should be given to this bilateral relationship between governments. No credit should be given to the Jamaican government. Let me ask my Australian friend.
Hold on, me quit take the break. But that is foolishness. The fact that I'm not prepared to give the Jamaican government or the Jamaican Sports Ministry or the JSA no credit for the lights is straight rubbish. So we'll address that. But we'll take the break, preacher, and then you will address James, my Australian brethren, right after this. Hold on, we'll take the break. It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by EdgeChem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Rapper Snoop Dogg has become a co-owner and investor in Swansea City after taking a minority stake in the championship club. Snoop Dogg was a surprise model as Swansea launched their home kit for the 2025-2026 season last weekend. The Swans have now announced that the 53-year-old American star has followed Real Madrid and Croatian legend Luka Modric by joining the club's ownership group. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by EdgeChem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal! Fosrich Financing.
Are you ready for something mega? Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Red Stripe, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst. Choose concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart, best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Tracy, who you go give on now?
You're too fast. Hey, me I got Jotex now for buy up my sugar bun, wine slice, bulla, coffee strip, and marble cake, plus some raisin bread, banana cake, and the best rock cake for the pitney them.
Me can get some?
No, go buy your own. Hey.
Jotex Bakery. Visit 20 Gold Street, Kingston, or call 922-5768. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Delivery island-wide. Jotex Bakery. So nice, so right.
Conditions apply.
Jamaica, your favorite gospel show on television, the Jamaica Gospel Star, is now on TVJ. God's people on the move. Tune in for powerful performances to lift your spirit and move your soul. 10 finalists, 4 elimination rounds. When the dust settles, only one will be left standing as the 2025 Jamaica Gospel Star. Sundays, 8 p.m. on TVJ, starting July 6th. Powered by Sagicor, building trust one generation at a time.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we continue with Preacher. Preacher, back with you.
Yeah, man. James, let me ask you a couple questions I want to ask you. One,
go ahead.
If the Jamaican government partnered with the Australian government to build out a nice track and field facility to help to advance your sprinting, seeing that Goat and other youngsters are coming on, would the Australian government deserve no credit?
No, I think from listening to the discussion, this is not a topic I'm at all an expert on. But I think, Orville, I can't remember if it was you or Preacher that used the term a bilateral relationship. I think if it is a bilateral relationship that's in place, the Indian government is a lot bigger than the Jamaican government. That's not the Jamaican government's fault.
Exactly.
Relationships take work.
Yes.
And I think credit has to be given for the ability to build those relationships.
Excellent.
And to get things done through them. Yeah, that would be my
excellent response.
Yeah.
That yes, indeed. Perfect.
No, no, so I'm the one that you tap on
excellent.
Right, you would for mid-20s, you.
Yeah, man. Orville, you can have him as an international correspondent for the show.
Then what you think,
from time to time, you can make calls to Australia and have him.
Yeah, man, big man. Somebody introduced me to the brethren after Sabina Park. And I was drowning in my sorrows after the 20th. And I must say, James helped me to drown the sorrows as well. But I was fascinated with his mind for somebody who is this young. And then he told me that he's a university graduate who is like a cricket historian and thing. It was mutual respect from the first minute, man.
Yeah, man.
So,
he sounds like a man who we need to hear more. I'm going to be quick on this last one because I know there are others.
Right.
The West Indies, the president of the West Indies cricket board, Mr. Shallow. In psychology, there's a term called projection.
Yes.
And the term projection really speaks to persons who they make statements that are a reflection of their own insecurities or their own weaknesses, or it's kind of like a defense mechanism where a person attributes some of their own thoughts and feelings or impulses to others. Darren Sammy is from a small island in the West Indies. In fact, he and Mr. Shallow share the same country of origin, correct?
St. Lucia.
St. Lucia. Darren Sammy was appointed president, and some persons were wondering if his appointment as coach for all formats had to do anything with his relationship with his countryman, correct?
Yes. People were asking that.
Good. Now, Darren Sammy's feet is being put to the fire given the most recent situation, 27 all out, and also our recent results.
Right.
Mr. Shallow says the reason why Darren Sammy is being questioned or being criticized heavily is because he is from St. Lucia.
Rubbish.
I want to call that projection. Mr. Shallow is projecting this kind of small island relationship that he and Mr. Sammy shares that was being questioned by people when Sammy was hired He's now projecting that to try and deflect from dealing with the serious issues that are affecting our cricket, especially as it relates to Test cricket and our performance in the recent Test.
I don't think Shallow is from Saint.
He's a small island man, isn't he?
He come from down that side.
Saint Vincent.
St. Vincent.
St. Vincent,
Same-
right?
same
He's from
Windward.
one of the small islands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Windward Island.
Yes.
That small island thinking is what is being projected here, almost as a kind of defense mechanism and a kind of insecurity, because nobody is questioning or thinking about Darren Sammy, the small islander, when we saw 27 all out on the scoreboard.
None at all.
We were thinking about how poorly our batsmen acquitted themselves in the game. Mind you, many of us never expected West Indies to win the game. We never expected the West Indies to go out there and beat up Australia. Australia are the number one team in the world. All we were looking for is a more creditable performance, especially from the batsmen, because the bowlers have been holding their own.
Yes,
So
sir.
all of a sudden, Mr. Shallow has now called for some of the big guns to come together from bigger islands, most of them. Big names to come together. And Orville, I think you are spot on. That is a smokescreen. We should still focus on the stark, pun intended, reality of West Indies cricket. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah,
All
man.
right,
Big up,
cool.
preacher.
All right, so we're going back online now. All right, somebody wanted to know. Yes, one of the things that you said. The numbers are 6152841. So now that preacher is off, you could fill the slot. Somebody wants to know at what age, because you did say once the Australians identify young talent, that young talent is, I forget the term you used. How young an age are these talents identified?
Well, I mean, in Australia, you've got kids playing like representative cricket, which is kind of based on special selection that's then kind of funneled into state level cricket, etc. You know, from the time kids are, don't know, like 11 or 12 years old, sort of thing. So, yeah, I think, you know, if you start off at a smaller club that's playing down in lower divisions, for example, and you're clearly showing a lot of talent, then from a pretty young age, you'll probably have the opportunity to move over to the junior program at a club that'll be playing at a higher level. So it starts young, yeah.
Starts young.
Yeah.
So you would say 9, 10-ish?
If that's how young you start, yeah. So this is when I was a junior. I believe it's still the case. The kind of youngest age level we have in junior cricket tends to be like under 11s. Yeah. So generally you get kids, yeah, around that 9.
So let's say I'm 10
range.
years old and I'm a little youth who can bat or can bowl. What will happen? Let's say I'm 10 years old and I'm from I don't know what a small suburb or district in Australia like. What's likely to happen?
Well, you know, it's probably likely that you'll go and play a couple of seasons just at your local club and you'll do really well there. Yeah. And then probably someone from a slightly bigger club will take notice. People keep an eye on scores and stuff, and also coaches and things talk among themselves. Then you might get an invitation to try out for a representative team, which might be, you know, a team that represents your region of the city. And then from there, if you continue to do well, then you'll be invited to become part of a state-based program. And then I'm not sure exactly what age state representative cricket starts, but it's pretty young.
Yeah.
And then also there's a pretty established system of offering like private school scholarships to kids that excel in sport.
Yeah.
So say you're from a suburb, an outer suburb of my city, Melbourne or something, or even from the country or something, and you're not someone who would normally have the resources to go to a private school, you could be offered, you know, a full scholarship if you show a lot of potential as a sportsman. Yeah.
All right. We go back now.
Yes. Hello.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? Dangerous in 5.
Good afternoon, Dwight.
Thanks. And a special good afternoon to your guests in the studios as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Yeah, it's refreshing. For a sec there, I was wondering whether or not I call him the correct program. What's his name again?
Nobody throw no words, man.
What's his name again?
James Madsen Smith.
Oh, James. You have to understand. You have to see with me. Normally, instead of hearing that sort of logical thinking as to how you develop cricket programs and how you become the best and remain the best in the world. Normally, we're fed a steady diet that all we need to just do is just to love cricket and be passionate about cricket. And if we love it and we're more passionate
than
everybody else, then
you start too early for me school, man. I never said that.
You never said that the reason.
I never said
that
all you have
on
to
top
do.
is that it's more passionate than everybody.
I never
else.
said all you have to do.
You never said being passionate more than everybody else is the primary reason that mean that yeah.
But I never said that.
Don't run away from what you have said.
But I never said that's all you need. I said passion will not lead you to do.
We're in a different environment where people can think at and know
themselves. All right, well, I'll explain it after you come.
Anyway,
you have your 5
minutes.
Come.
Let's get to the business at hand.
Right.
Answer the question that I left with yesterday.
Which
we're unable to finish. Which is, so we ask a simple question because we're looking at West Indies cricket and we're looking at reforming West Indies cricket. Right now, we all see that the territorial teams are fairly weak. Okay, I don't think there's any debate that we should have about that. And are you still of the opinion?
The territorial teams are weak.
Most of them are weak.
Which team is strong? Guyana is strong.
Guyana has a pretty strong team.
And
Barbados had a pretty strong team. Trinidad also. All right, but generally, the other five teams.
So Barbados, Trinidad, and Guyana are strong.
This year. Trinidad the strongest team. But let's get back to what we're saying. But don't deflect.
No, man, I will answer your question.
No. Let's get to the question. I don't want to waste time and miss time on the question. You need to answer the question.
Hold the line.
Are you still of the opinion?
We are at a break.
Okay, no problem.
We'll take the break. We're coming right back.
Omega Radio and Omega Center Jamaica proudly present the Jamaica Independence Prayer Breakfast, celebrating Jamaica's 63rd birthday. Wednesday, August 6, 2025 at 8 a.m. at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston.
Lord God Almighty, you know what they've been through this morning to get here. You know what they've been through last week. Oh God, you know all about their cries. You know all about their sorrows and you know all about their joy. So I come before you this morning to beseech you that you may have mercy upon every person under the sound of my voice.
Let us come together in unity to pray for our nation and our nation leaders, strengthen families and communities, heal broken hearts, and restore hope. Believe for the reduction of crime and call on the Spirit of Christ Jesus to sweep across Jamaica, casting out darkness and lifting up the island higher.
Higher, 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 higher. Lift Jesus higher.
This is a free event, open to everyone who loves Jamaica and believes in the future. Partner with us and help bring change. Donate today at NCB 361-400-372, VMBS 731-520-287, Jamaica National 200-267-789, Cash App $sign WOIB 1019, Zelle 954-773-4444, or online at omegaradio.co. Click on donation. Parts of your proceeds and support will help to put computer at Rock All Age School Library, a vision that is close to Bishop John Wayne Manning's heart as a past student giving back. For more information or sponsorship opportunity, call Bishop Manning at 954-773-8377 or 876-204-9356. Righteousness exalts a nation, Proverbs 14, verse 34. Join us. Pray with us. Let us build a brighter, stronger Jamaica together. This is Bishop John Wayne Manning, and I approve this message.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bay West Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
We're in the hurricane season and the hottest time of the year. But no worries, Lanco has you covered. By the way, you're covered with Lanco Cool Guard or Urethanizer roof coating yet? Use Lanco roof coatings to waterproof your roof and also benefit from a cooler home with our advanced Thermoflex technology. Get 10 to 20% discount on Lanco Urethanizer and Cool Guard roof coating island-wide this hurricane season. Lanco, your waterproofing expert. We're in the hurricane season and the hottest time of the year. But no worries, Lanco has you covered. By the way, you're covered with Lanco Cool Guard or Urethanizer roof coating yet? Use Lanco roof coatings to waterproof your roof and also benefit from a cooler home with our advanced Thermoflex technology. Get 10 to 20% discount on Lanco Urethanizer and Cool Guard roof this hurricane season. Lanco, your waterproofing expert.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Back with you, Chateau.
Yeah, so the question that we asked you, wouldn't it be better to have the best playing against the best in our cricket? That way we can get our batsmen exposed to high quality bowling over a sustained period, like what will happen in Test cricket, rather than have weak countries play against weak countries.
The answer
Don't
is,
you think if you have a competitive environment where players are playing for money in both those situations, that the best playing the best will give better quality cricket and better quality cricketers than have weak countries with weak players?
Haven't you already agreed that his supposed position is a good position?
But
hold after man.
The answer to that, my boss, is theoretically yes.
What do you mean theoretically?
If the players,
practically, doesn't it work in every sphere of life?
If the players buy into,
not practically, in
you
practice,
ask me the question.
Whether it is the EPL versus the Champions League.
The man asked me the question and I can't answer.
Don't we see examples of that all over, that the best versus the best is better than weak versus weak, even if they're playing for countries?
You asked me the question and you answered it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right. So you've asked it and you've answered it. Anything else?
So do you think this is the direction?
No, man, it don't make sense you ask me, because when me have to answer, you have to cut
me. Don't you believe that is the logical direction that West Indies cricket should go?
You asked me the question.
And what is your answer?
Are you going to interrupt me when I start answering?
No. Go ahead and talk.
Oh, you won't. How absolutely wonderful. Now, in theory, the best playing against the best is theoretically the best way to raise standards. But all I've been saying to you for weeks, sir, is that first you have got to get the players to buy into the concept. Because as it is now, there's a thing called inter-island rivalry that just may get players playing with a little bit more intensity than just assembling the best players. Now, if the players get to the state where they start to take this seriously, where a Jamaican playing a Barbadian sees this, where you assemble 22 players and put them against each other, and they see this as a bigger game than a Jamaica versus Barbados, then in theory, that will get the best out of them. All I'm saying, I don't know that we are at that place yet.
So let's explore what you're saying, Orville.
Good, sir.
Because we're talking about a competitive environment We're not talking about exhibition games.
No, man.
We're talking about no. We're talking about a tournament for a season.
Yes.
You're saying that because Jamaica is playing Barbados, our bowlers suddenly know how to bowl properly.
Our bowlers
versus if you put Jaden Seals and Shamar Joseph on a field and they're playing against each other.
You asked me the question. Are you going to allow me to answer?
That's the question. That's the question.
The question is, Jamaica preparing to play against Barbados, where there is an intense rivalry between the two countries, may very well get the Jamaican players to prepare harder, to perform more intensely, because they don't want Barbados to beat them.
Orville,
you asked me the question, allow me to finish.
Who are the fast bowlers for Jamaica?
Leave it there.
Answer. Who is the fast bowler for Jamaica?
We got no boss.
No, but why are we gone? We're not even 5 minutes.
Because when you ask me the question,
you're 5 minutes gone.
You're gone 5 minutes.
5 minutes gone, long time.
Long time. Make we leave it. All right, do I? Yeah, man. 5 minutes
gone long time.
Orville, you can run.
Yeah, man, but we can't hide.
Orville, I will call back tomorrow.
We can't
because
hide.
What you said, don't stand up nowhere.
All right.
I'll call back tomorrow.
Yes, you know, if you unknown, say you're going to call. You just call. All right, so you'll call back tomorrow with the same question.
You know, I don't understand why not getting what you're saying. Because first of all, it would be new. The teams will have, what would the teams be called? You know, it will be new to the players. The players will say you're picking an all-star team, put me in it and say play against that other all-star team. I'm not going to take it as serious as when I represent my country.
That's all I'm trying to say.
The country loyalty and the rivalry.
It means something. Not understand
I don't understand why he's not getting it.
I know how the Jamaicans then prepare when them say when they're going to play Trinidad, for example. The man say, 100 more 100 them boy, you know. And the man spends a little bit later in the nets because more 100 Trinidad. Trinidad and the same, and I say, anytime you come to Jamaica, I war up at that, and they will prepare and play harder. Now, if you just gather up a set of cricketers, that side of name side A, over here name side B, that side of name side D, I don't know. I mean, I say it's impossible.
Yeah.
I'm saying at this point, I don't know. And do I keep saying, let me say no. All me I say, I don't know if at this stage players would be prepared to play as hard for an aggregation rather than countries where they have real rivalries. You understand the point I'm making?
Yeah.
More says something, Mr. James. He feels that the best way is to just pick the 90 best cricketers in the region, take away country rivalry, and standards will automatically rise. Now, all I'm saying, rivalry plays a great part in sports. And part of the reason why Jamaica playing Barbados, Jamaica playing Trinidad, Trinidad playing Barbados, Guyana playing, the kind of rivalry that these countries have had going back 100 years. The players want to beat you up, and they'll play with an intensity that they may not play with if it's just an aggregation of players, side A versus side B, or red versus green. Do you understand the point I mean?
Yes, definitely.
You want to elaborate on it? Because with your Australian accent, he may understand better.
Well, I do understand both sides, I guess. Listening to you, I think since being here and talking to people, I can appreciate that West Indies cricket is faced with a challenge that is unique in world cricket, which is assembling a team that is from across different countries, right? There's no other team that has to do that. So I think I understand the temptation to aggregate teams because then you kind of overcome that and you just end up with this homogenous group, which is West Indies cricket. However, I think your point, Orville, is right in the sense that I think what you're talking about kind of turns that disadvantage into an advantage in that no other cricketing culture has the capacity to breed that kind of competitiveness at domestic level.
Here you go.
By having players play against countries with whom they have these long-standing historical rivalries.
And you can't take out rivalry out of sports if you want to live level.
Yes.
And I'm seeing his point, you know. I'm saying theoretically his point is okay. He's just not prepared to see back.
Yes. So I wonder. I wonder whether there's the possibility that, and again, this could be a question of resources, whether or not it's feasible. But is there a world in which you can do a combination of both? You have these aggregated teams that draw players from across the island, pitch them against each other. It's not a question of what island you're from, and this plays into a kind of more even development pathway, which I think is what the call is talking about. But at the same time, like in Australian rugby, for example, you have club teams, but then you have something called state of origin, right, where players play for the state that they are from. Against, there's only two states that compete in it, but they play for the state that they're from against another state. So that's a kind of combination of drawing out these pathways that are more homogenous and just draw on the best possible players.
Yeah.
But then you have this opportunity to compete in a game that's based on something much deeper and a rivalry much deeper.
That's the point.
And they both feed into a kind of competitive culture that I think lifts the quality of the competition.
All right. At least you understand what I was trying to say. Do I not understand none of that? How was staying on Miss B?
We go back online.
We go back.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. How you guys doing, man? Hey,
oh,
mate.
Badger.
Oh, this is Badger the Great.
Good afternoon, people. What do you do?
Yeah, man.
Good. And to your guest from down under. What are you doing, sir?
He's asking how you're doing.
Oh, good. Thanks, man. Yeah, very well. Thank you. Yeah, happy to be here.
Well, Preacher may have a point because Garvey can sometimes, get hysterical and, sometimes need to be reined in. I don't think he is the one that should be trying to rein in Garvey. Because Preacher work at KLS, right? Or have a program at KLS, right?
Omega, it's now called.
Sorry, Omega. Preacher is affiliated with Omega, right?
Yeah.
Right. And while you have a program and you have a program, Garvey called your program and Behave the Way and Behave on your program. And you are giving some amount of leeway because you really mean when him get, out of hand, really, and stop him and so on, yeah? But on your program that you host, you understand Garvey and you make him vent, and so on.
No, Badger, man. Preacher is correct, man.
I
was having a normal conversation. Hold on, man. I was having a very normal conversation, giving my point of view, and the man says, "Zidane, he knows I want waste, man." He was rude.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Right.
and the listen,
And
I'm telling you, the listeners don't like it. I've gotten multiple text messages about Garvey's behavior.
Yes, man. I'm no, but what I'm saying to you, you never like it. Did you say anything to him at the time?
Yeah, well, because we understand say Garvey can't be controlled. So, but nothing is wrong with Preacher insisting on us controlling him.
Yeah, and I'm saying to you that can be said in a staff meeting.
No, but you have complained about many things, but Badger.
What is wrong with Preacher complaining?
Yeah, because you would have done the same thing.
No, man, if there's a caller who says
Yeah,
that
I
they're
don't
allowed
work
to
at
get...
KLS.
No, man, it no matter whether you
I
work
don't
at
work at
KLS.
Omega. Yeah, matter.
Or Omega.
No, but he's a caller as well.
But
Oh,
maybe,
so he's a caller when-
but I'm
so
saying
he's a
the
caller when
fact that
Charlie-
he works with Omega makes it even more pressing
Yes.
for him to want Omega
Yes.
to look good.
Yes.
And himself,
Yeah.
Garvey think that
Am I doing that? They kind of
Badger, it happens way too often, man. And him right, man. We give him too much leeway to do it, man.
Hold it on, Badger.
Him kind of showing up, though.
Hold it on. Make we come back after that.
Yeah.
Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts. The time by Western Sports, the sports people, is
3 o'clock.
Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique destiny on earth? How about a map to help you navigate the twists and turns on your journey of life? Do you, don't you, will you, won't you? If I coax you, would you want to? Don't you want to? Aren't you going to? Oh, come on, you said you would. Hey, this is Everton Thomas, your friend, your bishop, from the Emmanuel Apostolic Church International with headquarters at 12 Slide Road in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm inviting you to join me this and every Friday at 11 a.m. right here on this station for Insights, inspiring conversations for everyday life. That's Insights, Fridays at 11 a.m. God bless you now. Stay awesome.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
Omega Radio and Omega Center Jamaica proudly present the Jamaica Independence Prayer Breakfast, celebrating Jamaica's 63rd birthday. Wednesday, August 6, 2025 at 8 a.m. at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston.
Lord God Almighty, you know what they've been through this morning to get here. You know what they've been through last week. Oh God, you know all about their cries. You know all about their sorrows, and you know all about their joy. So I come before you this morning to beseech you that you may have mercy upon every person under the sound of my voice.
Let us come together in unity to pray for our nation and our nation leaders, strengthen families and communities, heal broken hearts, and restore hope. Believe for the reduction of crime and call on the Spirit of Christ Jesus to sweep across Jamaica, casting out darkness and lifting up the island higher.
Higher, 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 higher. Lift Jesus higher.
This is a free event, open to everyone who loves Jamaica and believes in the future. Partner with us and help bring change. Donate today at NCB 361 400 372, VMBS 731 520 287, Jamaica National 20 000 267 789, Cash App $ WOIB 1019, Zelle 954 773 4444, or online at omegaradio.co. Click on donation. Parts of your proceeds and support will help to put computer at Rock All Age School Library, a vision that is close to Bishop John Wayne Manning's heart as a past student giving back. For more information or sponsorship opportunity, call Bishop Manning at 954-773-8377 or 876-204-9356. Righteousness exalts a nation, Proverbs 14, verse 34. Join us. Pray with us. Let us build a brighter, stronger Jamaica together. This is Bishop John Wayne Manning, and I approve this message.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right. The music should be coming up in just a little bit, but Badjo, we give you a few.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Orville, you being a teacher coming from the classroom, and you say you have a way of dealing or running your classroom, right?
Yeah.
And if a student in there behaving a way, and
let me tell you the
you
difference
have
straight
your,
away, Badjo.
Yeah.
The straight away difference is that students, once them walk into the class, know by orders of the principal that I am the authority to whom they must subject themselves.
And that's a thing. No, me not ask a question yet. I was going to say, if a student in there behave a way, but it is acceptable to you to a degree and to a point. And the next teacher come in and say, Mr. Higgins, will you make the man that talk to you, sir, or the girl that talk to you, sir?
All right, just to cut you, Garvey's behavior is not acceptable to me.
Not acceptable at all on the radio.
None at all.
So one must keep on saying that all the time and do something else.
But what is wrong if preacher point out that we must not allow Garvey to just come and waste man and
When
traitor?
the man call me traitor and him think, do you think me like it?
Are you dunce?
You don't like it. Just
No,
tell
not
Garvey, Garvey. I mean, I really like, stop it and say
But we tell Garvey
all the while,
enough time we tell Garvey and I'll just say, all right, Garvey, we're gone.
I tell him again. Hey, anyway, I hear the discussion between you and Jesus and Fire a while ago. You understand?
Yeah.
And I think that you have all right. So the West Indies board under Dave Cameron try to do away with the country versus country thing, and players from anywhere can play for any quote unquote country, even though they carry the name of Trinidad and Jamaica. but he wants it not to be seen as Jamaica.
Yeah, he did carry in a franchise system where players could now be swapped around the Caribbean, but the base remained. So it was still a Jamaican franchise that could draft it 2 or 3 other people from outside. That's not what Dwight is suggesting.
No, I know. So what I'm saying is that because you say you don't know if Trinidad is going to be pumped up enough when they are playing against
no, man, not Trinidad. Not Trinidad. I don't know that if you just have the 90 best players in the region, for example.
Right.
Divide them into 6 groups. So each squad will now have 15. So on the face of it, these are your 90 best regional cricketers.
No, let me stop you. Remember I'm saying you're going to play half Jamaica versus Trinidad, and then somewhere in there, so you stop it, and then you pick out, and then have 4 teams. Right.
And
so
I'm saying I am not sure yet that this assembled group that he wants us to now have a tournament with, if that assembled group, let's say when they play against each other, let's say you have 50 people, you put them in and pick 2 squads out of them. I am not sure, and I'm not saying it's not the case. I'm saying we don't know at this point whether that assembled team versus another assembled team would create the kind of intensity with Trinidad against them.
I could attack it in a different way.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah, I could attack it from the standpoint of what will those two teams name, and if them win, is who win that year, what cup, which country, because they won't belong to.
Yeah, but do I tell us that's the least of the problem? Call Call one side Clive Lloyd, 11, Viv Richards 11, Malcolm Marshall 11.
So I am saying to you now, right?
Yeah.
You want to get them to be motivated to play.
Yeah.
For Clive Lloyd 11.
Yeah.
You understand? How do you get them now to, because when the team them don't do good up at top, you can't go to no more, drop out now, So Guyana drop out and you pick people from Guyana to play for Clive Lloyd 11. How are you going to get them to be motivated? Because Guyana gone through now. They got play now.
No, man.
Motivated enough.
In working with his argument, let's say you'd only have 3 or 4 Guyanese now on that Clive Lloyd 11.
Right. So
and
how
they are
do
going to play Viv Richards 11.
Players now, Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
How do you get how do you get those set of players that is picked on that team now, because they're not paying for Jamaica anymore, you're not paying for Guyana anymore, you're paying for Clyde Live 11. How do you get that set of players now to want to beat Jamaica, and why do they want to beat Jamaica?
Because he's not interested in them wanting to win a tournament anymore. He's interested in them now wanting to develop now. Skills for skills. So that thing that Dwight is suggesting is no longer about playing for title,
Right.
It's really about playing to develop.
So how about we develop on the thing that Dave Cameron start? Take time, try taking away the names, because of the name, the Jamaica name, whatever them name, and Barbados, whatever them name.
Yeah.
And try taking away that whole thing, this island versus island. Try taking away that. Or if them still have the name, force them to pick 3 or 4. You have to have 3 or 4 persons from the different islands playing on your team. So when your team go out there,
me no want to defend this. I try to get you on shut up on the radio one night time on the top. Me not here defending a system. Okay.
Yeah, but you understand? You understand the point I'm making?
I don't know that the players would be motivated to play assembled team versus assembled team. That's all me I say.
Yes, and I get that point. But what I'm saying to you is that you can So what you can do now is force Jamaica to pick 4 people from down there, so you understand, for the best from down there, so and the next country pick from 4 from down there, so we have a combine, and then you will have people playing together competitively. Zidane, you understand the point, Zidane?
Yeah, man, I understand the point.
Yeah, you understand? Instead of you make them play for Jamaica still, and then they break off and pick them again, and make them play against Jamaica again. When that to me, really.
When you do it call for your face off and you do it, can't I? Me not going here defending an idea that I'm not completely sold on. But make we leave it there.
Make we leave it there. Zidane, you're saying, you see it. It look good.
All right, cool.
All right.
Yeah, man, big up.
Let us squeeze the music now, Miss B. Yeah, man, brought to you by Omega Radio. Let's say it that way. And it's Prince Saj. Prince Saj are the baddest. Nobody in Jamaica can DJ better than Prince Saj. And this one, I mean, what we call it now? Gospel DJ, me attack. Me not attack Vibes Cartel and being there. All right, so Prince Saj, it's called Fully Jesus. Remember the music. So that's Prince Saj, the man letting the lyrics like them a go to style. Miss B, you know, so me tell Prince Saj, me know you love the but you say if you should have ever go secular, you know you're rich quicker than if you go gospel though. He say no, but a gospel thing him a work with. I say, you know, I'm a real Christian in a real life, you know. The man said, me no say no, me was a secular artist. Me gone. Some fest I go and me did it. But he says he must stick to him gospel field. That is real Christianity. Anyway, we take the break. We're coming back in a while. Yeah, man.
Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year. It's going through the roof. You think I should call Keith?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price boat here too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say yeah, man to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926 Hawk. Conditions apply.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission, JADCO, needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean.
If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jm. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, we can squeeze a few texts now, Miss B. We're not going at the text world from the come. Yeah. Are you on? Take the next call and then we go to the text. Text, all right. Give me the sound and let's go. Let's hear what the text is.
Text message.
It's now time for text messages on the Sports Desk.
Good afternoon, Orville and Zidane. Garvey is a loser. The new scoreboard at Savannah Park came out of Prime Minister Holness's visit to India. All right? Here's another one. But Orville, right now we have the country rivalry, but it's getting us nowhere. So I think it wouldn't hurt to try Dwight's way. Just look at the success of the CPL, IPL, and other professional leagues. The best playing against the best tends to get the best out of all participating. We can at least experiment a little bit. Here's another one. Blessed Day Sports Desk, big up Orville and Zidane. Baggio just use the program to get popularity. The brother no chat nothing with substance. Don't call him Baggio, a Braggio that. Man don't even know where Columbus come from. Well, the Columbus thing was like a cheapest shot, because him no need to know that. Chateau's idea can work. Putting proper incentives will get the best out of these 22 best players. 100,000 US dollars or some large amounts of prize money will get the best out of them. I did ask this of Dwight, but he said they will get the same money that they will get to play regular regional cricket. And that is what, now, if you put up extra incentive, if you say to these assembled groups that the money now gets bigger than you're playing for country, but country, then we can talk. But if it's not different, then I don't know that there'll be any greater incentive and therefore any greater intensity. Victor says, why can't we celebrate when things go right for Jamaica? The Sabina Park match was a success with lights, fantastic scoreboard, video screens. Let's give credit where it's due and be positive. Is it too hard to say great job, JC and Minister Grange? It's petty to be on radio haggling over who should get more credit for something that benefits the nation as a whole. Some people need to grow up. All right, Victor, I hear you. Once again, Garvey is on the radio punishing us with his verbal diarrhea. Garvey, same elite things he must say. Anyway, good afternoon, Sports Desk. Well said, preacher. This kind of behavior is to stop until Broadcasting Commission walk in. They will know what God they are serving. Garvey, stop it. You're a big man. Every day so from Toughest in Portmore. Your last point about promises by government at election time is suspect, and they would know the election is due on 2025. So if promising 2024, go figure. I'm not sure what this person is saying. I'm just saying it is the politically charged season. Both sides are going to make promises. I have lived long enough in Jamaica to know that and this is what politicians do. It's not just a Jamaican thing. Promises will be made by both sides. I take all promises by all politicians, especially at times like this, with a healthy grain of salt. I retain a natural skepticism when politicians make grandiose announcements about what they intend to do. And I'm even more skeptical when those announcements are made election time. Now, it would be a different matter if me here say kneels and knock up a stadium. I would be more in the mood to lick the table and cheer if I'm hearing that as we speak, work is being done at the National Stadium. The part about work will be done, I'm always a little skeptical. No, kill me for that. Monty Perkins is who me get that something from. Monty Perkins said, why do we applaud the announcements? You know, when you get up in a parliament and say, and we will be developing a new housing construction with 7,500 houses, and everybody clap the bench them. So Monty Perkins used to always say, I don't think we should clap for announcements. What we must clap for is, whatever we use, but to the achievements. So what Monty used to say we must clap for is, we have just built 7,500 houses as opposed to we are going to build it. And that has stayed with me over the years. Don't kill me. One last one from Garvey. Preacher accuses me of being political when it is public knowledge he got a personal award from the sports minister. Now, who sounds more compromised? Also, didn't I hear Preacher call another show who was lie and wicked? Should we campaign to have him banned off that show? And why is Preacher lying that I said the government deserves no credit? All I said is the Indian government deserves more because they contributed more. All right. Somebody, one for you, this James. I want to ask the guest, as an outsider looking in, what do you make of Warwick being our vice captain when he isn't even sure of a place? And the fact that our coach is all format coach and lead selector. Your answer to that?
I think, with the question about Warwikan, I didn't realise that was the case. I thought that's actually got to be something in probably reviewing the game that perhaps the selectors got wrong in bringing Warwikan back, because you look at what that four-pronged Australian pace attack was able to do, and that was probably the right direction to go in.
The coach as all format coach.
Yeah.
So he coaches all versions.
Yeah.
And he's also the lead selector. So we have done away with selectors.
Yes.
So he's the czar. He picks his own teams. Yeah. What do you make of that?
Well, I think an all-format coach is a good thing. I think having that stability across forms fosters a reciprocal kind of culture between the different forms of the game, which I think if Test cricket is to survive and thrive, it can't be seen as kind of cut off from the limited overs forms of the game. Mm-hmm. So I think having one coach across forms is a good idea. I think I would agree that it's problematic to not have a chairperson of selectors because I think the coach's focus needs to be on the performance of the players that are there. Yeah. It should be someone else's job to have the objectivity.
Australia, who is is that one all-former coach you have?
Yes,
Andrew
McDonald, yes.
So he's the coach for all?
Yes,
I'm
pretty sure, I believe so. Okay. And then we have a chairman of selectors, George Bailey.
Yeah. Who's different from
from the coach. The coach has a say in selection, but he's not the head of the selection
What do you
committee.
say to the argument that in all other sports, there's no selectors? So Australian rules football.
Yes, yeah.
It's the coach who selects his team.
Yes.
In football, soccer, it's the coach who selects his team. Cricket has persisted with the idea that the coach must get help to select his team, which is not really done in the other sporting disciplines. What would you say to that?
Well, I think when you've got a sport that's representing a country and selection is a matter of closely monitoring performances in domestic leagues now across the world, that to me is an entire job in and of itself. I think there's not the level of work and attention to detail needed to select teams in domestic or franchise competitions like you're talking about with Australian football or soccer or whatever. I think the job of selection in international cricket is a much more kind of demanding and all-encompassing one.
All right. We go back online. Hello.
Yeah, man.
Oh, correction.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Right. Greetings to your guest.
Yeah, he's listening.
Thank you, man. Hello.
Right. Good. Now, I come to point out two things that I observed here today that I think needs to be put into proper perspective. Now, based on the history of our politicians, and I use the word politicians because people are quick to brand you, yeah? And I consider myself a Jamaican, yeah? based on the history of our politicians, no one can fault anybody at all to be skeptical of the timing of this announcement. Anyone that do so is either politically aligned or they are acting like an ostrich to stick their head in the sand. And I agree with you, Orville, that the days of applauding announcements should become a thing of the past. Yes? Because we have seen it over and over again, where announcements are made and not fulfilled. Yes? So until I see groundbreak, work start, I applaud nothing at all. You understand? We crave to see the fulfillment of this promise. And as sports enthusiasts, we would applaud not just those who put pen to paper, but we would applaud the maturity of, if there's a change of government, that they see it fit to continue with such with the same intent as this government here. No,
the stadium is in such a bad state. I don't think I think anybody wins, they will go through with this.
Right. So I am saying no. We have, but Zidane.
It's 16 billion. The other side can come in and say, boy,
no, even they don't do it for the 16 billion. Upgrading is a must. Yeah, man, upgrade is a must, man.
Right. But what I'm saying.
Hold on, let me come back.
Take the break.
Yeah.
Omega Radio and Omega Center Jamaica proudly present the Jamaica Independence Prayer Breakfast, celebrating Jamaica's 63rd birthday. Wednesday, August 6, 2025 at 8 a.m. at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston.
Lord God Almighty, you know what they've been through this morning to get here. You know what they've been through last week. Oh God, you know all about their cries. You know all about their sorrows, and you know all about their joy. So I come before you this morning to beseech you that you may have mercy upon every person under the sound of my voice.
Let us come together in unity to pray for our nation and our nation leaders, strengthen families and communities, heal broken hearts, and restore hope. Believe for the reduction of crime, and call on the Spirit of Christ Jesus to sweep across Jamaica, casting out darkness and lifting up the island higher.
Higher, 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 higher. Lift Jesus higher.
This is a free event, open to everyone who loves Jamaica and believes in the future. Partner with us and help bring change. Donate today at NCB 361-400-372, VMBS 731-520-287, Jamaica National 200-267-789, Cash App $sign WOIB 1019, Zelle 954-773-4444, or online at omegaradio.co. Click on donation. Parts of your proceeds and support will help to put computer at Rock All Age School Library, a vision that is close to Bishop John Wayne Manning's heart as a past student giving back. For more information or sponsorship opportunity, call Bishop Manning at 954-773-8377 or 876-204-9356. Righteousness exalts a nation, Proverbs 14, verse 34. Join us. Pray with us. Let us build a brighter, stronger Jamaica together. This is Bishop John Wayne Manning, and I approve this message.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yes, corrections. Back with you.
Yeah, man. And again.
Well, let me ask you a question, correction.
Yes.
If you were the Minister of Sports and you had this plan, when would you announce it?
When would I announce it?
Yes.
If you want an honest answer.
Yes, that's what I want.
Right. I would announce it in a time that no one could say it was politically.
Mad.
Yes.
You're not a politician. I tell you all the while, these people.
Listen.
Hold on.
You asked me a question, brother.
Yeah, but you said it was gonna.
Wait a man.
You wouldn't be a successful politician.
What? No, sir.
You would never win a seat.
Last man.
And you would never be a member of parliament. You would never be a minister. All right, go on.
Good. I am saying, I always say, if I am a politician,
you would never be a politician.
The people, allow me to finish now, boss.
Yes.
The people who I don't have a nice side is them who want to get on my side, you know.
No, man, you're missing the point.
I would make the announcement in a time and in a fashion that nobody could say I'm looking to serve my political
the most important thing for you as a politician is to win the election first.
Exactly, and I am.
So you can't announce it.
Hold on. If it was this announcement to make me vote for the minister, I wouldn't vote for her. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's why you're.
Hold on, boss. Allow me to finish. Because in the back of my head, what the minister is basically doing is giving me something to hold on to that I don't know is authentic.
Correction. You would never win any election, my boss.
And that's no. It's your approach, you know, because listen, what the minister is doing now, she's not buying herself any favors. Because those who will vote, those who will vote for her before will vote for her still, and those who don't will vote for her still.
Politics were correction. You're totally off.
I don't want to get those who doubt me on my side.
But the reason why... give me a chance.
You already have, have the
give me a chance of correction for correcting my boss, man, because you're completely off with this. One of the main reasons why the underdog, the Jamaica Labour Party as an underdog, won the election in 2006, it was the timing of Andrew Wallace announcing the amount of money that he will give back to poor people in the country. The announcement timing has to be. You can't announce it 4 years ago.
Get my point across now.
You cannot try with election and announce your big announcement 4 years before the election.
I am saying to you, if I am a sitting minister for any party, I already have the support that got me that seat. It would be wise for me now. So basically not just solidify the support that I already have, but to also act in a manner that I will change the mind of my
This is why
voters.
Babsy Grange has been a sitting MP for many.
That's
Hold
not the
on.
reason.
Give me a chance.
You want me to tell you why?
Give me a chance.
No, that's not the reason.
Give me a chance, my boss, man. I'm saying to you, this woman has been a sitting member of parliament for many years. She understands what it takes to win elections, my boss.
No. Not the Jamaican. You're not talking the reality of the Jamaican landscape. There are certain seats called safe seats for a reason.
But that's what the PNP think when them lose all of Westman.
Don't go there.
The PNP thought, hold on, my boss.
There are certain seats are called safe seats.
Yeah, but you had some safe seats on Westman where the PNP them lose.
All right,
politics beat them.
I don't have my 5 minutes for what I plan to talk about.
Yeah, man.
Right. So, let me move on now. I am saying here now, a lot of people align Garvey as an opposer of the current sitting party because of his political, because of his views from time to time. We all know what to expect from Garvey. But what I can't take is wolves in sheep clothing. Yeah? And this now I'm talking, I am directing my argument now to Preacher. I have never heard Preacher come out and oppose or, you Zidane, from time to time you will speak, even as uncomfortably as it might be, you will speak out. I have never heard Preacher speak out against anything, right? From a patriotic perspective and from a perspective as an individual against this sitting minister. So when I hear Preacher talk, And when I hear preacher talk, I have to take it with a grain of salt. You understand? Anybody in their right mind, the first thing when I saw that stadium on the Gleaner website, you know what I asked myself? Is this for real or is this political? Yeah?
Yeah, that's a question that's been asked in my circle as well.
Exactly. So when preacher come in here and talking the things he talks, yeah, him cannot try to berate anyone for questioning the timing of this announcement. You understand?
All right, correction.
Yeah, man.
All right, big up.
Our preacher sent me something that he wants me to remind. Please make it very. I'm reading now. Please make it very clear that I did not receive a personal award from the minister. I was awarded along with 70 other nominated people for community service, being a leader in my community and a positive father figure. I did not nominate or award myself, nor was I nominated by the minister. So preacher wants us to know that. And I think it's fair. What I also think is fair, though, is we must approach politics, especially Jamaican politics, with a healthy dose of skepticism. And I can't blame Garvey for being skeptic at these grandiose announcements in the lead up to an election. Now, it doesn't mean that the thing won't happen, but I can understand the skepticism. Make we go back online, though. Hello.
Hello, New York, come on in.
Good afternoon.
Where you Diego?
Good afternoon, Diego.
Why? I'm here calling, waiting to talk my cricket. And
I hear politics here.
I hear no, but I don't know about politics.
Yeah,
man.
not
Donald Trump we live with it up man. Listen to the last thing. Politics talk about every day, man.
Yes.
But when I see a bold correction with a ball there, what's a correction? That means you don't understand politics and politicians.
Nothing at all.
Why do they call and talk about things they know nothing about?
Clueless to politics, my boss. That's what a politician does.
How can correction not know and then discussing politics when you're asking the $1 billion question? If you're a politician, when do you use, as Orville would say, promises, that means you're never going to do it today.
Yeah.
But what do a politician do?
Yeah, but the right time to announce these big things is in the election year, my boss.
But Diego, I agree.
I'm going to finish my little ticket of Orville.
No, man, but you always have to hold on, man. Like, you don't want nobody
no, but we can't finish my thing. Go on, take over my thing.
I am saying I agree with you that if I was a politician, the right time to make an announcement is just before elections. But you must also agree that I, as a citizen, have a right to be skeptical.
Well, Diego did say, him agree with you.
That's right. Who's more skeptical than Diego?
All right, go on.
That's what I'm saying. Give me a chance here. You talk to the Diego.
All right, cool.
That's what politicians do.
Yes.
I tell you about Donald Trump. They promise to wall and get him vote. Is there a wall in America?
I'll know no wall a bit. But
something correction. Do understand? That's what politicians do, Orville.
I know.
So correction now, I feel that your man come talk about something like when you talk about cricket or Southie talk about football or G-Star talk, they know what they talk about when they call a radio station.
Yeah, he doesn't have a clue.
What would you want to say?
Listen, all right, Diego, if you lose the election today, right? You see, if you go sit on your yard for the next 2 weeks and you come up with a big plan, you as the opposition now, you can't announce your big plan 6 months after you lose the election, you know. You have to wait until within the next, after 3 years. So you know that within the next 2 years will be another election. So any plans you had for the country that you think, say, I think the people will love this one. You can't announce it immediately after you lose the election. You have to wait till you get in closer to another general election to get the people in place. So wait. That's what Andrew Wilson did in 2016 and edged the PNP when he was a massive underdog to lose that election. The man waited till close to the general election to announce him giving back millions of dollars to poor people. That's how it works.
But Zidane and Orville. So if you follow, sometimes they deliver, you know.
Yeah,
because
sometimes
Obama, Obama got elected because of Obamacare. And he got his elected.
Yeah.
So sometimes they deliver. But what correction needs to, so sit on what you're doing right now, correction, and listen. So you don't understand politics. When you mention the man them who not sure them going to vote, we call them string voters. Because you sure the diehard man them for the next 100 years. PNP going to vote PNP, Democrat going to vote Democrat. It's a string man you want to get, correction, who string from election to election. So you give them promises for all them.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
If you announce your big promise, my boss, far from the election, they probably forget that you announced that. So you understand? So when you announced 3 years ago that you're going to build a new stadium, and you have to remind them in the election year that, listen, we're ready now and we're going to start in. You have to remind them close to the election so they can say, oh, yes, this is a good thing, and go vote for you. That's how it go, brother. Not logical.
I'll correct you for this. I'm really interested in politics. Study Donald Trump in America. More promises and delivering promises. But Orville,
yeah.
Why would anyone? We have to tell me who. Come here. People talk things and then they can't give us. Who had a problem with you being skeptical about a politician? I mean,
no. Well, I was trying to tell.
Create an argument just to argue because I talk show and you want to talk.
What?
I'm asking you. Did somebody have a problem with you on the talk show or the radio about you skeptical about a politician promise?
Have you been listening to the program from when Preacher called?
That's what I'm saying. I missed it. Just tell me the name now.
I was telling Preacher that Garvey has a right to be skeptical.
Oh, so Preacher don't have a problem with you being skeptical?
No, yes, sir, because Garvey has always kind of shown him hand politically. We
not about Garvey, not about you. We know everything about Garvey.
Diego, every time you call the radio, I'm trying to explain.
You don't answer the direct question. You dance.
What do you mean? No, because
like you're a ballerina on a pole swinging, man.
I want to give you the background to things, but you always just
I don't need the background. I'm just asking you. The Preacher have a problem with you skeptical about
I can't
a
answer,
politician promise.
If I start to answer, you're going.
That's a yes or no answer. But go on, do you think how long as you give him up the time now?
I'm saying to you that when Garvey was skeptical and then Preacher was giving his response to Garvey, we know Garvey comes across as political. And I agree that but Garvey's Preacher's call is about the disrespect that Garvey can dish out. And I was saying to Preacher, yes, you're right. He is overly disrespectful at times. But his skepticism about the announcement, me not think I blame him for now. And Preacher kind of, had a little difficulty with that.
So Preacher had a problem with you then, being skeptical?
With me telling him that Garvey has a right to be skeptical.
Oh, I think Preacher was saying, I heard what Preacher was saying, let the caller speak for themselves. Garvey can't speak for himself.
No,
you
not
were
really.
trying to defend Garvey.
No, I'm not. I wasn't defending
No,
Garvey.
I heard that.
Anyway, make we take the break.
We'll go to the cricket, yeah.
We'll take the break and come back.
Omega Radio and Omega Center Jamaica proudly present the Jamaica Independence Prayer Breakfast, celebrating Jamaica's 63rd birthday. Wednesday, August 6, 2025 at 8 a.m. at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston.
Lord God Almighty, you know what they've been through this morning to get here. You know what they've been through last week. Oh God, you know all about their cries. You know all about their sorrows and you know all about their joy. So I come before you this morning to beseech you that you may have mercy upon every person under the sound of my voice.
Let us come together in unity to pray for our nation and our nation leaders, strengthen families and communities, heal broken hearts, and restore hope. Believe for the reduction of crime and call on the Spirit of Christ Jesus to sweep across Jamaica, casting out darkness and lifting up the island higher.
Higher, 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 higher. Lift Jesus higher.
This is a free event, open to everyone who loves Jamaica and believes in the future. Partner with us and help bring change. Donate today at NCB 361-400-372, VMBS 731-520-287, Jamaica National 200-267-789, Cash App $ WOIB 1019. Zelle 954-773-4444 or online at omegaradio.co. Click on donation. Parts of your proceeds and support will help to put computer at Rock All Age School Library, a vision that is close to Bishop John Wayne Manning's heart as a past student giving back. For more information or sponsorship opportunity, call Bishop Manning at 954-773-8377 or 876-204-9356. Righteousness exalts a nation, Proverbs 14, verse 34. Join us. Pray with us. Let us build a brighter, stronger Jamaica together. This is Bishop John Wayne Manning, and I approve this message.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, there you go. Cricket time now.
Big up the Australian in the guests from down under.
Yeah.
Yeah. G'day, mate.
Down under. Yeah, and I tell you, you answered a question that I've been saying all along about the West Indies, is that a lot of the rural players, and Orville can confirm this, especially in the rural of Jamaica, out of Kingston, when they get professional coaching, it's almost when they actually make the Jamaica team at 19 and 20. They don't get that coaching that you are talking about at 11 in Australia at an early age. And that's something that maybe the board and the administration can look on doing to implement. So I'm glad you confirmed that we wait too long before we get to the Brandon King and the Craig Brathwaite. And that is why now, when they perform poorly, it has to go back to that early development. So I'm glad you cleared that up. It starts from early. No, Orville. Oh, by the way, for the Australian, just let him know, Australian is not my team. I don't like Australia. I'm clear with that. But there's two Australians. If I'm on the North Coast and I see them, I'm going to go to meet them. That's Shane Warne. Well, Shane Warne died before he died. And the next one is Mark Waugh. I like those two. I always enjoyed watching those two guys play cricket.
Yeah.
No, Orville. Back to our cricket now. The big excitement, and which is understandable, what's going on with the 27. And we know that the president has to come on under every criticism. As a president, he cannot say these things, even though he might. It does exist, because insularity exists within the Caribbean. I see it here in New York. And then Sammy has to take blame for some decisions. By the way, aren't you beating Sammy on selecting Warwican? Because everybody's beating on that.
He got the pitch wrong. On that pitch, with that much assistance to pace bowling, I am surprised that he played the spinner, especially after you did not play him in the previous game.
There you go.
So if you did not play him in the previous test, I am not sure what is the rationale for picking him in Jamaica.
Well, here's $1 million question.
Now, if they had played him,
make that decision, or is it
no, Sammy, man.
Is it the captain?
Sammy, man. Sammy the man.
Oh, Sammy made the captain. Even that. Okay. Yeah, he has to take beating for that. That don't make no. Because he had the advantage of seeing the pitch. Yeah.
If they had played Warwican in the second game and him going with anything at all, and then you play him in Jamaica, then fine. But you did not play him in the second test. On what basis did you play him in the third test? When the third test was just as presented a pitch just as lively or more lively than the previous two. I don't get the logic.
Yeah, man. There's no critical logic in that. But these are questions that nobody ask him though. I wish people can. The journalists ask him these questions.
Let me tell us that they don't subject themselves to press conferences, brother.
Not you. I know that. I know you're not that type of journalist.
No. But where do we get the opportunity to ask Sammy that?
Isn't he there in Jamaica?
Sammy, you say after the game?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he's willing to talk, but once he's willing to talk, he know that he'll be asked these questions. But you're not going to get them to talk now.
Oh, okay. Well, in New York, after the contracted press thing, if you're hiding, they hunt you down waiting at your hotel room with the mic ready to put you to the face.
I have the time to go at Darren Sammy Hotel with that man. I know
you go to London and the paparazzi?
No, I have the time for that.
But here's the thing, though. One thing to clear up now. Next discussion. Sammy made a lot of wholesome changes to the team from Coley. No, with us, it's defining words what they mean by wholesome changes. But when I look at the team, I don't see a wholesome change. I see Hope. And remember, Sammy had asked Hope to play, and he declined. It's mostly Coley team. King came in.
No, Diego.
Coley would. So you tell me, so you educate me and give me the wholesome change now, because wholesome to me means a lot of players.
A lot of players. So we did not play Hodge. We did not play Athanase. We did not play Amir Django.
No. Remember, you can't play everybody,
Mr. The brother, I love to ask the question and then cut me.
You have to tell me who he brought in, that's wholesome.
But me I tell you who him left out when did play under Kohli up Pakistan. Now, cut me every time you ask me a question. So I'm telling you the difference between the team in Pakistan under Kohli and the team under Sammy. And cut me. Who got dropped? All right, go on. Since
man, just tell me who he brought in. That's what
I'm going to tell you who him dropped. After me tell you who him dropped, then you're not going to know who him brought in. So Hodge gone.
You tell me who brought in. Do it my way. I mean, ask the question. Don't do it your way.
All right. So he brought in Hope whenever did play under
Okay, stop it now. Stop it now. What's the reason? So stop it. We're going to stop to the people you say Hope.
Yes.
Kohli had invited Hope, and Hope declined. So Kohli had Hope with his intention to bring him in.
That was Australia a year, almost 2 years now.
Right. So Kohli had him in mind. Go ahead now.
You confused me. Because you know,
because you want to do it your way.
Then why right? All right. So
you're not going to ease the pitch from Diego now. I am the one asking the questions. I'm the one who made the call.
In bringing Brandon King and Chase.
All right. Brandon King and Chase.
And so may I tell you who we're not here, bro.
All right. No, he brought in Brandon King. All right. So definition again, as you say, English teacher. I wouldn't call it wholesome, but big up yourself.
Yeah, man. I want to change, man. Why do you?
Yeah. I wouldn't call it wholesome. Say no more.
All right. So
cool.
This team, no Hodge, no Athanase, no Django, no Tevin Imlach. So that are 4 people. And no Michael Lewis for the first 2 games. So for the first 2 games, there were 5 people under Kohli that Sammy did not play. If that holds some, I don't know what it is. Anyway, we could go back online.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave Liverpool, yeah.
How you do, Dave Liverpool?
Yeah, man. Tell me something, Orville. The selector and the coach and everything mix up in a one now. When since West Indies come to them kind of policy there?
Now what do you hear, man? But just before them appoint Sammy, the announcement was made.
Yeah, but then it just come like that. It have to come from some voting or some decision making from the
then the board.
The West Indies Cricket Board made that decision, boss. That they'll appoint Sammy and he will have carte blanche control over who he picks.
So the man have total control over the entire cricket as a coach, as a selector.
Yeah.
Everything mixed up in a one. Then then we can rebuild in such a format. We can't rebuild in such a format to give one man so much power. Because
selection for the senior team is not our problem, do you know, Carla?
Then why we can't rebuild like that?
Yeah, selection at the senior level is not our issue.
I mean, the selection at the senior level.
We lack talent, my boss. The requisite talent to compete with the
Yes,
best teams.
but the little that is here, Zidane and Orville, the eyes that Sammy might have for a batsman who is a potential batsman going forward. Him no more see it as me as a selector upon the board can see it.
No.
Me say one and the next man say one.
No. But for me, and this is something that I disagree with a lot of people about, including my Australian guest. Steve McLaren is the national football coach.
Yes.
It is Steve McLaren who picks the Jamaica football team. Now, there may be people who he leans on for advice, like how you know him lean on Meron Garden. But ultimately, the 25 man that gets selected to play for the Reggae Boys is Steve McLaren's selection. The netball lady where I go coach the Sunshine Girls team, are the same thing happen. She picks her national team. Cricket is the only sport I know where there are 3 or 4 other people who selects a squad and then say to a coach,
go and win.
Go and win with that squad. Because the coach can always say, don't blame me when I lose, because I didn't get the players I
would not have selected that.
I never select these. So when you give the coach carte blanche right to pick who he want to pick and inform the fool, you can then say to the coach, listen, you selected these. The onus is on you to get the better out of these. But if you have selectors selecting people to him, and he said, well, I never wanted these players. If I were given, if you want me to make the meal, then you have got to make me pick the ingredients. That's a quote from somewhere. And I can understand that.
Orville, listen. That's your opinion?
Yeah.
Listen.
Would you agree with the Liverpool hierarchy, since you're a Liverpool man, if they had 3 individuals select the team for Arnold Slot?
Zidane, a totally different scenario.
No, man, it's a team sport, my boss. What do you mean totally different?
We're talking about a selection policy where we have for decades.
You know, the man who is in charge of the team that is
expected. All of a sudden, you come and change it. Why not fix it, man? No. Because you can't. If you have the coach job is to do a coaching job and get improvement in the team.
Yeah, and the coach also is the one that determines the tactics that is going into. Yes, so I'm saying, what if the coach wants a particular set of bowlers and the selectors disagree? No problem with that, my boss.
I agree with this monopoly.
Oh, you can't disagree with this. It's not monopoly, my boss. The coach is the one that is expected to get the results. Because he may go and fire, not the selectors, If the result go the wrong way.
No, man. Me can't not the fact say, coach, pick who you want.
Pick who you want, because when the result go the wrong way, it's you we are come for.
Yeah. But we have to leave it just so,
Okay,
all right, James, sir. It was nice for you to drop in, sir.
No, thanks so much for having me. It's been great. I really appreciate it.
What are your thoughts about it?
Oh, it's awesome. No, yes. I think it's been really great listening to you. It's I just like hearing all the passion for all the different sports. I think at the end of the day, that's what's important for a sporting culture. Yeah, we have Talkback. Yeah, Talkback Sport Radio
it's
too.
As riveting and as
I think so. I think that's something that unites us certainly. Is that when people have something to say about sport, this is it's that quote. That's that quote that people say football's a matter of life and death when in fact it's much more important. I think that's
all right, people. We'll leave it there. So thanks to James for dropping in. I go and carry him on a little spot, but not telling him where, and help him to enjoy his last night in Jamaica. Tomorrow, really?
1:30.
All right. So, I got.
All right. Thanks to the listeners. Thanks to the callers. Thanks to Oster Hoyt and also Miss Marion. Join us tomorrow, same place, same time. So long.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m.